Zelda. We're starting with the recap. What did I do off stream? No. This was all on stream. I found the Tunic of Twilight, which is the Twilight Princess shirt. Uh, Something about Don Don. That was just a note for myself. I did the other labyrinth that I haven't done yet on the land. I've only done one of them on stream. The other two I did off stream. So now I can do the Sky Labyrinth of that. I went into the giant whirlpool in Lake Hylia. It turns out it's just a shrine puzzle that sends you all the way up into the sky to get the crystal, and you throw it down the whirlpool. I got the giant white stallion, which is really funny to see Link look this tiny on this thing. I got that for another shrine quest, which was bridging. Well, it wasn't bridging the sands; it was a different shrine. But I got that for another shrine. Yeah, big. I maxed out my stamina. 3 wheels is the max, just like the previous game, even though your hearts can be higher. I also noticed that now the statue here is wearing a mushroom hat after the whole thing happened. I showed the Korok the picture of the whirlpool. Now he wants to see a sand whirlpool, so I have to go get that. Oh yeah, big swirly sand circle. I ascended inside of the Deku tree, and it turns out there's a hidden room there where Korok asks for a bunch of flowers, and he just decorates his secret room with it. And then here it is. Here's what it looks like once you give him all the flowers. It's really pretty. I found the weapons that the treasure hunt guy was asking about. In fact, I think I only found the sword and the shield. The spear I had gotten from a treasure chest somewhere else. And I'm pretty sure that, like, as long as you just have them in your inventory, he counts them as collected. You don't get a ton for that. But yeah, that's kind of where we are right now. I am wearing most of the... I got the Cap of Time, too. I'm wearing most of the Ocarina of Time clothing here, though the pants are the Wind Waker pants, just because they go better. I'm pretty sure the pants for Ocarina of Time are just like underwear. They're not leggings. But anyway... I really need to awaken the Great Fairies and do some upgrading here, because this low defense is miserable. Because let me tell you, when you upgrade these clothes, you get like 30, 40 defense from them, depending on how far. I have 6 1/3 battery now, so we got a bit more power. I've marked pretty much every shrine with a person stamp that I haven't done. And I have finished mapping the depths outside of 2 spots. The labyrinth over here, which I can't reach until... because I can't reach it from the outside, because there's nothing but wall around me. I need to finish the sky version to get to the bottom version. And likewise, down here, Eventide Island. I need to get to that. I need to get to this chasm. And I believe the shrine is right there, so I need to get right here to get the last 2. But that should be it. After I get those 2, that's 120. So I should have fully unveiled the depths. There's some interesting spots in here. Nothing, like, major, but, like, because of the way some of these places are where they're surrounded by water, there's just, like, a thin passageway in there, and there's usually just, like, okay, there's a mine or some prize. Like, right here, this you just have to go around. You can't, like, skip any of it. You have to go all the way in here, and that's where you get the Twilight boots. Likewise, the Wind Waker pants... you have to go up here, and you actually have to go through here, and it's just all water underground. You can't see it because I don't have the last route. It's really weird that the last route over here unlocks so much of the map, even though it's mostly uninhabited, which I guess is why Agua, yeah. So yeah, that's kind of where we are. I did all of the Elden region light routes. This whole area is just on fire. There's another Colosseum over there. I just noticed these are salamanders over here. So yeah, that's more or less where we are right now. I did a couple side quests, nothing major. I don't think it's anything worth really mentioning. Big circle, swirly sand. So, these are, yes, so... Oh, and I figured out the shrine quests, too. I got the what is it? Keys Born of Water. It turns out you just freeze water. If you you can't make ice in this game, but if you take a freezing Zonai device and put it in water, it just makes, like, ice platforms. And if you grab them, then you can melt them and stick them where they need to go. And yeah, that's kind of that. I am going to start by doing the Yiga Clan quest. There's actually a bright route right near where this quest takes place, so we'll make our way there and fight the next Koga fight. That's right, he's left his gym, and we're fighting him on the road. He's got poison types. Yeah, see, 118 light roots, 100 shrines. I don't really have anything useful here to wear, so... I use that stupid little wind bike so much to explore the rest of the depths. It's so useful. Especially if you throw a root, like a bright flower on it. Also, as you can see, I've got the full 3 circles now. So we're going to do this. I don't know if I'm going to do the labyrinths tonight. I want to, but I think we've gone long enough without doing the main quest, Regional Phenomena, that it's probably time to kick that into gear. So I'll probably make my way back to the Goron City after we do this. I don't think there's anything else to do in the immediate present that I was, like, looking for. Where am I going to fight him here? Am I going to have to fight him on the water? Oh, that's going to be annoying. The only way known to enter the depths is through chasms. After the upheaval, many chasms appeared across Hyrule. When navigating the depths proves too treacherous, try leaving and returning to a different chasm. To fully conquer the depths, we must find every entrance. Unfortunately, locating chasms is not always straightforward. It is rumored, for instance, that a chasm is somehow open inside a cave. Sure, this is not the only concealed entrance. There may even be holes that do not seem to be chasms at first glance. But take heart, the gloom that leaks from these pits acts as a beacon, and most can be seen from above. Glory to Master Koga. Yes, that actually happened. Like when I first started playing offline, I think like the first night. No, not the Tabantha Snow. Over here. No. Over here. This well is a chasm. I jumped down it and it just takes you right to the underground. Even though it doesn't actually show up on the underground map. Yeah, this does not bode well. Yeah, I can't activate the statues as long as they're here. Oh, those are enemies. They're really close to the place. And yeah, my equipment's pretty much been cycling around. I did another, the labyrinth I did off stream, had a pair of Gloom Hands in it, and I fought him. And I fought the Phantom Ganon again. And it went a little better. I'll say that the fight in the Deku Tree was definitely rough because there's so little room to maneuver around. That's very easy for the Gloom Hands to just grab you down there. If you stand from a distance and just start firing bomb arrows, you take them out pretty quickly. But again, I'm going to say that, like, opposite of what some other people have gone through, the Phantom Ganon fights to me are way easier than the hands. The hands are the hard part. And then the Phantom Ganon usually drops really good equipment afterwards. Though to be fair, now that I have the Master Sword, the Phantom Ganon goes down pretty quickly because the Master Sword has double energy whenever it's fighting anything that's like, you know, blighted or gloomed or whatever. And since you could still fuse on top of that, that's even more damage. So the Master Sword with a diamond on it is plus 25. So if it's glowing, that's 85 damage it's doing per hit, as opposed to like this, which is doing 25. So it's pretty damn good. Also, I've definitely noticed in this game, compared to Breath of the Wild, the Master Sword lasts a lot longer. Probably because of how the durability system works. Because with the fusing stuff, the durability system is actually a bit different. It's like every weapon has a base durability, which is generally lower than it was in Breath of the Wild, because they're all decayed. But then, if... Oh. Oh, all the good souls are, like, at the edge. Alright, never mind. But, like, if you fuse a material to a weapon, it gives it a specific amount of, like, bonus durability. If you fuse a weapon, it gives half of it. So, assuming that the Master Sword has a very big fuse durability bonus, that just means that it's, like, if you fuse a diamond to it, you're or anything, any object other than a weapon, you're getting, like, a lot of extra time out of it. What am I doing wrong? Maybe my angle's off? No, that's still not working. What? How long have you been there? What, you little... Tried to catch me off guard, did you? You... Cowardly sneak! Like I said before, my plan has changed. But we already mined up everything there is to mine around here. So what you saw was just, you know... I was killing time. So yeah, you get it. Anyway, I can't believe you followed me to another mine. Persistent little pest. In honor of our long-awaited reunion, I graciously allowed you to fight me one-on-one before. But right now, you're the last thing on my mind. Because the end is nigh. Oh. I've got things to do, so let's make this real quick. Yiga Clan, attack! Nay. The end is nay. Just after I speak about how good the Master Sword is, I break it. My Gloom Sword that I got last stream. I also got from the second Phantom Ganon got beat. I got a Gloom club that I fused with a Frost Talus Heart. So it does 77 damage, but each time I swipe with it and hit someone, I take a Gloom Heart of damage. Which is not very good in the depths. I should not be using that in the depths at all. Well, now we got both got big ones. Behind me. Okay, he's made cube. He's got the cube on his side. Oh, he's doing the thing from Breath of the Wild. Apple. What the? I couldn't hit him. That reminds you. Hold on. Ow. Stupid idea. Aw, damn it. Seriously? This fight's actually kind of difficult, huh? So an 80s robot video, robot idol video reminds you so much of Cube, really. Oh my god, the other week I was with, well, I wasn't with, I was watching a podcast that I normally watch called, ow, bitch. Hold on, let me finish this. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. Come on. Alright, gotta ignore the flunkies. Really? Okay. Oh, why didn't I eat the Swift Swim one before? What? No! There we go. The steering stick got wet, so my hand slipped. No matter. Once again, you're too late. I've already dug up all the crystallized charges this place had to offer. And there's more. I just got word from my underlings that they've located the man himself. They found the Demon King. Just one more step. One teeny tiny little step until the Yiga clan's long-standing desire comes to fruition. We have more than enough crystallized charges now. And there's only one more abandoned mine to ransack. Hear me now, Link. It's time to start the final excavation. The northwestern abandoned mine awaits. That's where I'll use those charges to activate our ultimate weapon, offer to the Demon King, and bring the world to its end. Our next encounter will be our last. I'm sad to see him go. You'll get yours. Just wait. So, you know, I watch Good Vibes Gaming with Ash Paulson, Derek Bittner, and Steve Bowling. And last week they were doing their podcast, and they did like a little they do post show stuff where they'll usually like react to videos and stuff like that for Patreons, because I am a Patreon of the channel. Yep. And last week they were reacting to Twinkle Nora videos. You know, the one like, if you know what Twinkle Nora is, but if people haven't seen it, it's like a really badly animated show from anime from the 80s that moves at like maybe like 2 frames a second, 2 frames a second. My God, they found out about it. Yeah. Northwestern, okay. There are a few chasms Hebrew by which to reach it. Path was stretching from Hyrule Bridge. Bridge is no longer a viable route. Chasm that connects directly to the abandoned mine. Okay. Thanks, Kenny. Yeah. Kenny Lauderdale, really making people aware of those old obscure anime. I found about Twinkle Nora from him, and also, what was the one with the 2 brothers, where they're like twins and they pretend to be each other, and the show ends with them kissing each other on the cheek, and the guy's like, I want yogurt. Cypher, that's it. Wild shit. Bolt Boat. Yeah, Cypher's really weird, because it's like Cypher. It was meant to be like kind of like an idol show, because like I think weren't the voice actors in the Japanese version like all like actual idols, like they were like singers or people that like were in the entertainment industry, and then the dub just sounds like really weird, because again it's like a 1970s 80s anime that was dubbed back then, and the show had to do with like the 2 brothers switching places and dating like the same girl. I don't remember. It's so wild. It's so weird. I can't keep a straight thought in my head tonight. Oh, right, the robot. Hold on. Okay, wait. What is this? Is this oh my god, that is cube. It's cube, but egg-shaped. I'm afraid of playing this because I might get VOD muted. Oh, it's got like little eyeballs. It's so cute. I don't wanna get VOD muted here. HP 25. Those Nikes? It is cute. That is cube. Cute. I'm almost convinced the character designer for Live Alive saw this and was like, oh, I can make a robot like that in my game. The perfect husbando doesn't exist. I wonder where HP 25 is now. I have no idea. Humpty Dumpty, of course. Didn't know that artist UK Kawakami. Top 10 game-changing robots enhancing industries and homes in Japan. Wow. Make sure to do the emoji. Yes, I know. Every one of you tells me the exact same thing. I have no Zonite. I can buy one piece. Oh, I have enough to get... Oh, right, I just got 100. I was gonna say, I have enough for another battery chunk. Real bolt boat. Oh, see, that's interesting. This uses, like... This, like, reinforces it with other parts. Oh, I see, it's like an attack boat. He must be protected just like Cube. Oh, it's got a light. What is that on the tip that's doing that? Oh, look at that. I would never have seen that if the game didn't, like, tutorialize using the auto build to get over here. Nice. That can get me almost another 2 chunks of battery. Get me exactly 7. No, I want to grab that. Damn it. Alright. Oh, he's in the Hebra mine. So there's only one way to get over here. You have to warp in, because there's no pathways that lead here anymore. Apparently this, like, lore-wise, there was a pathway here, but it crumbled at some point. What you had to do was here, in Rito Village, once it was saved, you had to, like, jump off, it was like one of the walls over here, and then there's a hole that just takes you to the Rito Village Chasm, which is what the notebook here was hinting at. It's actually right below the Zora Cave. Village. Anyway, we don't have to search for it. We've already found it. I've already activated this one, too. I do believe this is the one, you get like a floating platform from this one. I probably should eat something here. Hardy elixir. Full recovery plus. See, these temp hearts are really good. What's the recipe on this? Wow, really? That's it? An iced choo-choo jelly and a blue lizard. What are those? Do I have that? Hardy lizard. Oh. Yeah, increases your max hearts. Wow. Wow. Sure, let's make one. What if there's hardy of anything else? Nah, it doesn't look like it. I mean, to be fair, you don't even need to use the lizard. I could just use, yeah, hardy truffle. Rich scent. Restore all your hearts and temporarily increase your max hearts when used in cooking. Wait, no. We don't want that. We want more than one buff. Hearty tomato mushroom stew. Full recovery plus 2 temp hearts. Not bad. I like how it just disintegrates. Perfect. Yeah, the temp hearts in this thing are broken because it doesn't matter how badly you make it. If it gives you temporary health, then it's a full refill. So if you just cook the hardy truffle on its own, it's a max refill dish no matter what. It's wild how it works. Like, you would think that it would just be like, okay, well, if it's not going to refill all your health, then it'll just give you, like, 5 hearts plus an extra 2 temp hearts, which will just, you know, they're just regular hearts at that point. But no, anything that gives you temp hearts in this game is a full refill. He's he's meditating. That's not what I was gonna say he was doing. I was gonna say something else that started with M. He's masturbating. This is a good photo, but I like the old one I took of him better, where he's just kind of trying to use the thing. He's got like a Wario-esque machismo to him. He's very endearing. Also, I miss Age of Calamity, where he, you know, becomes a good guy. Alright, let's take our Diamond Reaper out. Actually, no. I forgot I had this fuse recycling. This lets you use temporary things more than once. That's probably not... Actually, no, you know what? Fuck it. We ball. Force Dweller Shield. Fudge. Oh, you forgot to... It's okay. It happens to a lot of people. Alright, let's see the secret weapon of yours. More for me lately because school rip, yeah. I've been waiting for you. It is done. We have enough crystallized charges at last. And now, our gift to the Demon King. A weapon beyond compare. One corn chip. We'll be reborn! I feel like we missed a line there. Today will go down in infamy as the day of our ultimate weapon's resurrection, and the day the world faced its end. Behold this feat of engineering. The unstoppable Zonai construct. Oh wow, they built a robot. Count your blessings, Link. Your death will improve the Yiga clan's might. Then I'll go take my rightful place in the darkness below the castle where the Demon King now dwells. Yes, where the end of all things will begin. In the deepest reaches of the depths, far beneath Hyrule Castle. Now, come and get me. This time I'll bury you. Behold, wait, wrong game. Blue Rogue's attack, wielder of ultimate Yiga power. Oh, it's not a robot. It's not like an actual automaton. It's a mech. That's so cool. Not gonna lie, that's pretty rad. He's got the right idea. So Reggie, yeah. No, this is... Well, I didn't know we were playing Solata Robo again. This is making me want to stream Fuga 2 now. Weapon's too slow. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. Whoa! Oh no, they're getting closer. And I couldn't avoid it. I had to just run up close. Drop that sometime. Oh, that's different. There we go. Gloom Sword, fuck it. Oh, it's not every hit. It's just every few hits. It gives you a Gloom Heart. I knew reflecting the ball would work because that's kind of how you work him over in Breath of the Wild as well. When you're fighting him outside the chasm, which it now officially is. Can I not, no. Gotta be patient. Technically, shouldn't I be able to rewind the construct? Nah, I guess not. Can't rewind Zonai, other constructs, so why this one? Okay, it's only gonna go back to where it started. We have to just wait for the top one. Oh, I see what we have. So we have to do all of them. Okay, never mind. He's almost got me here. A couple hits from that thing is going a long way. Oh, perfect. And it gives me time to do this. Thank you for giving me the time to refuse my sword. One hit. Ah, my beautiful weapon. All my work destroyed. You little twerp! I was this close to destroying the world with a Demon King. You think I'm just going to let this stand? Do you? Time to bust out my serious moves. A brand new technique I came up with in the deepest, darkest of the a brand new technique I came up with in the deepest darkness of the darkest depths. It will destroy you. It's gonna backfire spectacularly. Yeah, this is gonna backfire. Tremble in fear before my unstoppable Koga rocket. Heat-seeking moisture missile. Fuck. Now fly, Koga rock. Of course. This wasn't supposed to happen! How dare you, Link! I'll have my revenge! Oh good, well it gets blasted out. It's the opposite of how the first game ends. First game you knock him into the chasm, now he gets blasted out of it. Hey, Celine. Wow, so I guess that's all the Yiga Clan stuff, because I already finished the above ground stuff for them too. Greetings, I will come to you. Please wait a moment. Thank you for driving out the trespasser. I watched your battle closely. It is unlikely he will appear in another abandoned mine. His manner of departure attests to that. Mines similar to this one can be found on the thriving surface settlements and other places of distinction. There appears to be some connection between the surface and the depths. Very curious. Perhaps you find this equally intriguing. It may be a good idea for you to explore this connection. Take care as you go. I'm not going to get any new stones or anything because I've already activated everything here. I think, right? Yeah, in fact, yeah. Yeah, because I got this platform. It's like a floating platform. Alright, time to see what I got for all that work. Probably crystallized charges and a schematic. Oh, a diamond. Okay, cool. Well, if I didn't have 300 of those, that means something. Neat. Oh, look, and here's my arrow that I shot before. That was a fun fight. I'm not gonna lie, like, it was, like, if I didn't have good weapons there, that fight would have been way, way harder. Revived by the, we'll raise our weapon, revived by Stone of Blue. Oh, they're talking about the crystallized charges. I was curious about what that actually meant. Well, alright. That's that. Trying to think, is there anything else I want to do? Because I'm probably going to proceed to the Goron quest tonight. Finally make headway. Because apparently there's a lot more after Regional Phenomena than I was led to believe in terms of main story. There's like a fair amount following the 4 regions. Also, it's crazy that I have not gone... Is it hot over there? No, not really. One major upside to this fiasco happening here is that it has not been hot at all. It's gonna get hot next week probably, but for June it's surprisingly cool down here. I mean, I say cool, it's still like up to 80 something some days, but it's not unmanageable. Not that it matters because I'm not going outside. I went outside today for all of 20 seconds to throw out the garbage and get the mail. And I wore a mask while I did it because I do not want to breathe any of that crap in. Like I said earlier today, the air quality was 302, which is unheard of here. Right now, it is down to 245. So thankfully, it is getting better. But it's still going to be a couple days before it's breathable again. It's been warm and it's been hell for you to sleep. Yeah, I've been noticing that it's getting way harder for me to just sleep when it's hot out. Even if I have the air on, I need to, like... I don't know. My sleep schedule's all messed up anyway. That's probably part of the reason. Get producing! Cool, I get 7 full batteries now. There is another aspect of the game that I have not talked about on stream yet, actually. That'll get me more crystallized charges very quickly. %55 humidity. What's the humidity here right now? I don't know. It doesn't actually say. Oh, wait. 55% here, yep. Feels like 55. 55%. Dew point is 41 degrees. Visibility 13 miles. UV index low. Use sun protection from 9 to 5 p.m. Sunset tomorrow is 8:26. It's getting darker. Good lord, though, the map, the air quality map is just terrifying to look at. It's pure purple right now. In fact, it says it's even higher here than it says on the thing. It says it's 245. Old 45s. Jukebox full of them. Alright. No, we're not going back down there. Though, if I want to, there are a couple spots I could do stuff. I hate summer. I like summer. I don't know. You want to see the most pointless spot to go to? Right here. There is nothing here. It is simply to just get map completion. Also, Lake Hylia. Again, I went down the whirlpool and it was literally just a shrine. Okay, so I guess we'll do Goron stuff. I'm not going to warp straight to the Goron place. I'm going to start from the... Which one is the one that actually goes up there? I guess this one. I did bum rush into Goron City at the end of the last stream to get the heat-resistant clothing, but I literally did nothing there, and I got out as soon as I did. I did that just for the clothing, honestly. Because I was like, I don't even want to start this. It's almost 4 a.m. I gotta stop. But now... we will start it for real. I also have to do the Great Fairy Quests. That's the other one. I've only rescued one of the musicians. It's nice, but it's no Spatula City. Spatula City. What do you think that dust is they're spitting out up there? See, there's no reason to not use the Master Sword when it's charged, unless you absolutely know you've got a tough fight coming up. Because it's like... it's just extremely useful. Wait a minute. This is heading up towards the forest. I've been here. I went the wrong way. Shit. This is where we had our discussion about cereal on Monday. When we were talking about life, berry kicks, and honey bunches of oats. By the way, I was thinking about that, and because I've been eating honey bunches of oats for a couple months now, as like my, because like I said, it's my go-to cereal. Like if I have nothing else I want, I'll just eat that, because it's always good. But yeah, berry kicks. We were also talking about Raisin Bran and how good raisins are. I thought of something else. You know what cereal is really fucking good? Just on its own. It's not even, like, it doesn't even have a ton of flavor. It's just plain cereal. Rice Krispies. There's just something so satisfying about a bowl of Rice Krispies, and I don't know what it is. It's just, it's a simple meal. Not that sweet. It's got just enough of a touch to it. It's just so good. It's so good, and I thought about it, and I'm like, man, I'm in the mood for Rice Krispies now, so I'm probably going to get some with the groceries this Sunday. Have some in the pantry. Actually, nice. It's like such a simple but great cereal. It's like there's no reason. There's nothing to it. It's just puffed rice, crispy, slightly sweetened, not even like barely sweetened. Likes Rice Krispies, and I thought I was the old one. Yeah, the Rice Krispies are great. No, Eldon Ostrich, please come back. I need you. No, I need you. Where are you? Please tell me that was close enough. Yes. Keep the old one. Okay, good. That'll get me another Powerglider fabric. I need the Grizzlemaw Bear from up in the Heber Mountains, too. That's the last one I need for the fabric thing. Regular Kicks is in that category. True. Regular Kicks, also very plain cereal. That's good. You do like Cinnamon Life. I've never had Life cereal. They're bland, yeah. See, that's the thing. Like, people mention bland, and they say it is a bad thing, but, like, bland just means it doesn't have, like, a distinct flavor. Like, bland stuff can still taste good to people. Hard to beat the OG flavor. Yeah. What other cereals do I like? I know it's gonna get memed if I say this, but I like Reese's Puffs. I like Oreo O's. Those are really good. Fruit Loops, I don't mind. I don't eat them that often. Fruity Pebbles, I do enjoy. I do enjoy the good bowl of Fruity Pebbles. Choco Pebbles, not so much. Choco Pebbles are good, but I just never eat them. Same with Cocoa Puffs. My brother was a big Cocoa Puff guy. Honey Nut Cheerios, great. Frosted Cheerios, great. Plain Cheerios, I can tolerate, but I'm not a big fan of them. Berry Cheerios are fucking disgusting. Unobo Co. hiring. Okay, cool. Unobo is the Goron from the previous game. Yeah, Reese's Puffs. Reese's Puffs is good. What other cereals do I like? Again, I've mentioned this a few times. Post... Or was it General Mills? I can't remember. The one that doesn't make Honey Bunches of Oats. There used to be one called Honey Nut Clusters, which they discontinued in 2012. Those were so good. I don't know why they stopped making them. They were like the best cereal. I'm pretty sure I liked it more than I liked Honey Bunches of Oats, but now I can't remember because it's been so long since I've eaten it. Hell yeah, raw whole bird. Scoomin' bird. What the? Oh, I was like, what is that? Why is it moving like that? What? This thing glitched? It was like standing sideways on the hill. Anyway, get that raw prime meat. I like multigrain Cheerios. Not very sweet. It's like borderline plain and a little sweet. See, this is the thing. Like, I have a sweet tooth, but I can also appreciate a good, like, plain cereal. A good bland one. Again, though, I hate Wheaties. Wheaties is definitely not my preferred one. I like shredded wheat. Mini shredded wheat is really good. A little box of like, because the thing is, like, a bowl of mini shredded wheat is still like 10 pieces, but they soak up the milk and they get like nice and like it's like crispy and chewy at the same time. It's so good. Home stretch of getting completion points in Yakuza Kiwami. Needing to do a lot of Chinese games like CeeLo. Yeah, the dice game. That's the dice game that Josuke and Rohan played in Part 4. You know Rohan's a real one when he let his house get burned down because of a beef with a teenager. Oh yeah, just being able to jump up cliffs now. Oh god, I actually might not make it. Hold on. One of the memories in Breath of the Wild was like around one of these spots where you just were like on red rocks, like around here. I remember it being like a huge pain to find. Do you wish the map would just keep track of the big enemies you see? Like, it kind of feels silly that, like, you have to mark them and then you don't even know which ones they are. That Gleeok is carrying a chest. Look, the Master Sword can even break rocks like a hammer. Boop. Gotcha. Wow. How did that happen? How did that thing, like, fly directly towards me? Ruby. Feelings on Pop-Tarts. They're good. I don't like them frozen, like some people do. They're good at room temperature, or they're good toast. They're good in the toaster. I don't mind most types, but the s'mores are the best one. And the purple and blue neon one, like the 90s one, is a good second. To be honest, though, Pop-Tarts are good but cheap. I prefer toaster strudels with the like frosting packet. That was always more my speed. Oh shit. Wait a minute, I'm not even on the road. I have a question. What exactly does a meat arrow do? That was like something we memed on in the video, but like it just does damage. Weren't bait arrows in the Oracle games? I actually don't remember. Oh, I did pick up a claymore. That's weird. Never ate them frozen, but eating them straight up is good. Yeah, no, they're great. They're great right out of the box. Toaster strudels, though, you need to heat those up. Because you have to store them cold, and the frosting packet is frozen. Anyway, death. League of Legends, Your Honor. Death. Apparently there's like a long-standing rumor that the Oracle games might get remakes in the same vein as Link's Awakening, which I wouldn't mind seeing that. That'd be a good excuse to stream them. But only if they do both of them at the same time and release it as one game. If they try to pull another like $60 for 2 games type deal, I'm gonna be like, no. Link's Awakening remake. Why did I highlight that? I knew there was a shrine there. I've already put a pin in it. Whatever, we'll remove it. Actually, this is a good place to make a hammer. Wait, hold on. What do I got on hand that I want to fuse into a hammer? Not the So the Forest Dweller's sword, the way those Forest Dweller weapons work is if you put on a one-hit material, like if you put like a bomb on there, it will not waste itself. You get unlimited uses of it as long as it's fused on. Until the weapon breaks, of course. Where's the claymore? There it is. Because a claymore, an iron box is a really good hammer weapon. It's got high durability. Actually, no, what am I saying? All items give the same durability. It's based on the weapon. Blue Lizzle Blade. Basic two-handed sword, once wielded by aspiring adventurers. It's decayed and long cuts well, but can still knock a shield right out of enemy's hands. It has long throw. We'll get rid of the Forest Dweller's spear. We don't need that. Still need to equip something to the Gloom Sword. Now that I know that the Gloom penalty isn't as bad as... Whoa, I spun around there. Now that I know that the Gloom penalty isn't as bad as I thought it was. But yeah, fusing weapon to weapon, not the ideal way to go about it, because you don't get as much durability. It's better to just fuse a material to it instead. But you can't do a chest. I don't want to make a hammer out of the Gloom Sword though, so I'm not gonna waste that. I still love how the Master Sword looks fused. Just has that rune on the side of it, and then it doesn't show the material unless you swing it. It's so cool. It's such a neat little detail. I just realized that me having attack up probably very much helps my my fight here. Include the third game that was supposed to be in there. Oracle of Secrets. That'd be cool. I can't imagine, because here's the thing though, I think all the ideas from Oracle of Secrets were either spread into ages and seasons, or it was saved for Minish Cap, because Minish Cap was made by Capcom as well. Oracle Games, Minish Cap, and also the Game Boy Advance port of A Link to the Past and Four Swords, as well as Four Swords Anniversary. Those were all made by Capcom via Flagship, which I believe Flagship works for Nintendo. It's like the employees from Flagship just work for Nintendo now directly. So even without Capcom being involved, it could still be the same people. Because I believe Flagship also did the Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, right? Oh, my friend and I got... Why am I reading this? I've done so many of these. I am heading in that direction, so maybe I'll take them with me. Bring back my boy. Yes, they did. Yeah. Speaking of Minish Cap, that is on Switch Online. I wouldn't mind streaming that at some point. And Kirby Tilt and Tumble got added as well, and it's a really good... It handles really well, using the Switch's motion controls. So I may stream those at some point. Emphasis on some point, because until the middle of July, we're pretty packed here. You traveling alone? I don't recommend it for a Hylian, especially. This might sound strange coming from a Goron, but you really ought to stay away from Goron City right now. Cook, who's normally a nice fellow, has been turning Hylians away from his bistro. And all the workers over at Yunobo Co. have been slacking off and eating those weird rocks. Heard things have gotten real bad at home, so I rushed back. Turns out everything I'd been hearing was true. Have I been in that cave over there already? No, I haven't. Oh, wait a minute. That's not a regular cave, is it? Yunobo Co. hiring. Ooh! Oh, wait. I still can't have that shield out. Different shield. Whew. Look, I can't... If I take an arrow out, it's automatically fire arrow. This music is a remix of the final dungeon from Zelda 1. I like how because the status, like the weather and temperature status things are only 2 levels, you just need the pants and the headpiece, and Link could just have his bare chest out for the rest of this. Ooh, whoa, what are we doing here? Okay. That doesn't look too good. Marbled rock roast. Oh, we could fuse it with something. Sure, let's put it on our shield. Hydrant? Yeah. How does it generate the water? Huh. Dead end? Can I blow that up? Hold on. Oh, no, I can't. I remember what happens down here in hot areas. If you take out a bomb arrow in these, it immediately explodes and damages you. Alright, well, I'm guessing I have to go... Well, there's the bubble frog. I actually have to, like, make something to go in there, though. Also, apparently, activating Zonai devices does not use up durability. Good to know. Oh, look at It's the opposite of what spraying freeze in the water in regular water does. Those make ice platforms. Okay, let's get these. Let's get them horizontal. So I've mentioned a few times. What's boiling on? Oh, nothing. That's just... Wait, no, something is burning on me. What is that? Is it the rock roast? Yeah, I think it's the rock roast. And maybe I better not keep that fused on there. Might also be a reason to have an opal weapon. Oh, true. In fact, wait a minute. Why am I even bothering with this? Don't I have an opal something? No, I must have run out of it. I only have a ruby rod. My shield? It can't be. I have a metal shield on. Oh, I could just lift these too. Cool. Neat. It's very versatile. Look like at the smoke status in your inventory. And that's this one. Cool and all, but... like... I don't know. There's like no other point to this cave, huh? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so I mentioned before, I occasionally collect vinyls for video game soundtracks. Like a huge nerd. And recently, so I have the Mega Man Legends one, and I have the Mother soundtrack. And then, earlier this year, they announced they were doing Mega Man Battle Network. And then after I ordered it, they were like, oh, we're doing Mega Man Battle Network 2. And then after I ordered that, a few weeks later, they were like, oh, we're doing Mega Man Battle Network 3, all separate releases. So, of course, I order all three of them, because why the fuck not? I'll find a way to display them. And they already shipped 2. They were all supposed to come out Q3. 2 is already shipped. And I don't know how. I don't know how 2 came out before 1, but it did. And it's already shipped. And now I'm curious... because I want to see if maybe they announced 4 and beyond are coming out, but like I'm scared to see that because I don't want to have to order all of them. Because I will if they do more. May 27th. Ship to shore. Memorial Day sale. Blue Gradius. No, looks like the last one they announced for Battle Network was 3. But, I mean, 4 could still be announced. 3's release is interesting, too. Because, Oh, hey, Ephraim. How you doing? You just got to this part? Nice. 3's interesting here, because when you order it, they actually will send you a random cover for it. You're either going to get the blue cover or the white cover. The disc, I think, is the same no matter what, though. It's the white and blue for the standard edition. Limited edition vinyl is sold out, and this is unfortunately the only limited edition one I didn't get. But I don't mind. I actually kind of like the blue and white. It looks like a piece of it kind of looks like a piece of taffy, the way this is like melded in. It just looks neat. I would have probably preferred getting the special variant, but I'm not broken up over it. The other 2 I did get the special variant of. This is the standard one, but these aren't too much more impressive. Like, just a different pattern. Same color. And I don't remember if Battle Network 1... Had the both of these are sold out. Yeah, again, just color is the only difference on these. Pretty cool stuff. I mean, again, it's the new age, like it's like Funko Pop for hipsters. Yeah, that's what it is. It's like this is a niche market that they're doing. They're doing these special releases of the soundtrack for people who collect vinyls. And I thought, you know what, that's a cool nerdy thing for me to get my hands on, and I like music. The coolest one I have, like, I have the Mega Man Legends one from Ship to Shore Co., and I also have the Mother one. The Mother one is cool because it's an actual re-release of an actual album. The Legends one and the Battle Network ones are all being made specifically to, like, sell through this limited edition service, but the Mother one is a re-release of a vocal album that came out way back in the 90s when Mother 1 came out in Japan. And it's not actually video game music, it's a collection of vocal songs that they made for the game to celebrate it. Yeah, what's up, bud? Trying to get into this cave? I don't want to stop folks, but I'll tell you it's boiling inside the cave. One wrong move and you'll be burned to a crisp. The caves here all have lava in them, so it's burning hot inside. You'll turn to dust unless you're a Goron. For aliens like us, we have to do something extra to protect ourselves. Mixing fireproof lizards with monster parts to make fireproof elixirs, for example. Can't help you with the ingredients, but if you have them, feel free to use that pot over there to make what you need. Me, I'm completely drenched from top to bottom, so I won't be getting burnt anytime soon. Because you got such great gear going on, you probably don't need an earful from me. Hey, buddy, you after marbled rock roasts? There's some in there, but the path of them has collapsed, so you'll have to be careful. Yeah, why would I need the marble rock roast? I can't put it in my inventory. So yeah, tomorrow, in the mail, if I don't choke trying to go get the mail tomorrow. There should be a record waiting for me. Which I don't have any more room to display the vinyls, so I'm going to have to think of something else. I was thinking for the Battle Network ones, instead of getting... I talked to you already. I know where your friend is. He's over there. I was thinking for the Battle Network records, I would find some way to get, like, a 3-record display case. The problem is, like, the display cases I have, they're big. Because it's made to display both the cover and the disc. So I don't know what I'm going to do with 3 of them all at once. I'm not going to bother making a device. It's quicker to just drag you over than it is to make a device. Bedrock Bistro. Wait here. This marbled rock roast is sold out here? This is the last of it? What is Unoboko doing then? They better gut on it and dig up more pronto. Digging up marbled rock roast is your job. Come on, cut this out. Once I finish this marbled rock roast, I'm heading back to Goron City to buy more. Tool, go get the rupees together. Big bro, you've always wanted to be part of Unoboko, and you finally got in, but now you're just sitting here munching. You may not want to go to that restaurant over there. You probably shouldn't go to Goron City either. Ever since the marbled rock roast showed up, everyone's been acting funny. Big bro was so happy to get into Unoboko, but now it seems like he doesn't even care. He's a stranger to me. Hey, you know, the team that digs up the ore around here and sells it and stuff. Big bro was always feeling proud about the growth of Goron City, saying it's all thanks to Unoboko. But ever since they started selling marbled rock roast, the whole city's been feeling weird. Yeah, they're the yummy rocks that Unoboko sells now. They're like everywhere. You could find them in the caves around here. Kinda all over the place lately. Everyone says they're super tasty, but they're so hard and crunchy to us kids and elders. It's so hard and crunchy that us kids and elders can't eat them. Our teeth can't handle that crunch. Not even his eyes look the same anymore. It's like he was never my big bro at all. Rock roast. I mean, Link will eat it. We saw what he's capable of in Age of Calamity. The Gorons hand him food and he just bites into it. Look at this refined Goron. Oh my god. Here for Cook's famous culinary concoctions too. Recently I heard about a rare delicacy being offered here known as marbled rock roast. I'm told it's indescribable. I interrupted my travels to come try it, but they're fresh out. Not sure edible rocks would appeal to a Hylian though. Too much tooth crunch. Normally there's a menu just for Hylians, but everything's sold out on that one as well. Seems like we're both out of luck then, That looks like it would probably hurt me if I step on it. Yeah. Actually, wait, that won't hurt me, because I'm wearing the armor. Look. Oh, no, never mind. Okay, I'm on fire. Look at that glitch smoke that was coming out of there, too. That's impossible. Look, I'm sorry I wasted it, but asking me to bring you another marbled rock roast isn't reasonable. How about this instead? These mysterious things were discovered after the upheaval. Looks a little strange, I know, but it's a hard curio to come by, but I have like 10 of those in my pocket. Marbled rock roast is in short supply and high demand around here. Everyone wants it. I've barely been able to keep it up. Letting our hottest commodity go to waste is unforgivable. You can make up for it by bringing me a fresh marbled rock roast. Now get that thing out of my sight. I was able to get you some. I clearly have done it by now. I checked out the caves past the cart tracks like you told me. I couldn't get it anything. You know, places like that are way too dangerous for a Hylian like me. Not my problem, and I don't want that hunk of junk. Not letting you off the hook till you get me a marbled rock roast. Oh, that's why I have to go to the that cave. Alright, I'm gonna have to go back there. Remind me of Dexter's laboratory. My hair is on fire. My hair is on fire. My hair is on fire! Adult Swim in August is getting stretched all the way to 6 p.m. And they're going to be doing a 2-hour block from 6 to 8 where they just air the old Cartoon Network cartoons now. Including Dexter. Because Cartoon Network itself doesn't air those shows anymore. It only airs like Teen Titans Go. It's wild. That's my new thing now. I'm saying it's wild a lot, huh? Wild, apparently. What the heck is marbled rock anyway? I don't know, but it looks good. Like, I'm not gonna lie. If that was edible, I would be all over that shit. What does he say? What, another Hylian? No service for Hylians right now. No exceptions. Wow, racist as fuck. Goron chef, yeah. You can blame this guy. He went out and let a precious marbled rock roast go to waste. So until someone brings me a marbled rock roast, I'm not offering nothing to Hylians. Best thing since sliced rock. It's the most delectable of rocks, crucial to Goron's survival. Laid cart tracks to the caves to be able to pull in a big haul of it. But now the delivery guy's slacking off, so it's real hard to come by. And I've got nothing to feed you Hylians with, so scram! I like marbled steak. Can I take that zonite charge? Hey, mine? That's mine. But it could be mine. Consider this. It could be mine. I had to fix my... What is with the camera? I had to fix my, right Joy-Con. The right stick was... Oh, I've already said that on stream. But I fixed it. I deoxed it nice and good. Oh, who's attacking me? Who's attacking me? It's like the spider sense going off. It could mine cart, yeah. It could mine craft. You know, I've wanted to get Minecraft on Switch since the old version of it came out, and I just never did. I keep thinking, like, the second I buy Minecraft, that's another 100-hour, thing that I'm never going to finish. Rayquaza would like to know your location. Is it Rayquaza or Rayquaza? I've always said Rayquaza, but I think people say Rayquaza. Yes, we're going into that conversation. I was just thinking about Ray whatever today because I was listening to Kirby music and Meta Knight's music came up, and I was just thinking, man, I say Rayquaza because that's a Japanese name, huh? See, but it's not. I don't know. Then why would there be an A in the middle of it? I was just thinking about how Meta Knight and Rayquaza both broke their respective appearances in certain games. Because Smash Brawl, Meta Knight was the most broken character, so much so that they had to make a new tier for him on the tier lists. Because they had to make double S just for him. And then I was thinking about how Rayquaza in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, because it can Mega Evolve without an item, and can hold an item, it makes it so broken that Smogon had to make a new tier for it, called Anything Goes, because it's just literally the most broken combination up to that point. Against the flow. Okay, so lava, platforms, we gotta go the opposite direction of the platforms, I'm thinking. Or maybe not, I don't know. Who the frig knows? Has everyone cheesed Mega Ray anything yet? No. Well, I mean, you can't use Mega Evolutions. They gutted that after Gen 7. Probably because they realized that Rayquaza would be like, any tournament they did, unless they banned Rayquaza, they'd have to, stop it from showing up. You know, in Showdown. Oh, I don't know. I don't ever really watch Pokemon Showdown. Okay, that was not a smart move. I mean, until a tier higher than Anything Goes happens, I don't think that could happen. Because the thing is, you had Ubers, which were like, okay, all the legendary Pokemon are here. The problem is that Rayquaza, Mega Rayquaza with a hold item is so insanely broken to the Gen 6 and Gen 7 meta that they were like, we literally can't put this thing in Ubers because it still sweeps everything here. So they literally just make another tier above Ubers now, where it's just like, yeah, literally anything goes in this tier. That was more realistic than giving him an insane erratic jump like he has in Mario 64. Like Mario has at 64, yeah. If only there were some way to move the platform backwards. But like, why would anything like that exist? Remember, it's the shrine. It's above the city, right? No, this is near the bistro. Do I want a strong Zoanite shield? I mean, this will not this Forest Dweller shield has good durability, but it catches on fire. Lowers the energy consumption of attached Zoanite device. I should probably make use of that. I'm not doing that a ton. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and toss out a Knight's Shield, just because I have so many. Actually, no, you know what? I have Mighty Zoanite Shields. Why am I bothering? Just get rid of that. What am I doing? I just need the chest to be open for it to count. No, that was stupid of me. Why is my jump so low here? It doesn't feel like it's as fast as it normally is. Ugh. Get over here. Get over here! Summer Games Fest tomorrow. I'm wondering what we're gonna see. I forgot about it completely. It's gonna be 2 hours long, I think. That's a hefty amount of gaming information. Though, to be fair, Summer Games Fest gets very... Jeff Keighley's a grandstander. He tends not to move from thing to thing very quickly. I know we had a Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak presentation today, which is apparently the last one. It's the final update for the game, which, you know, good on Capcom. That game came out in 2021. It got over 2 years of updates and a giant expansion for it. It's a shame that I missed out on all of it. Like, after I beat the main story, I just stopped playing it. But it was very fun for my first Monster Hunter experience, and I guess this means we'll expect Monster Hunter 6 or World 2 or whatever coming... Actually, no, they didn't do Monster Hunter 5, did they? They did Monster Hunter 4. So I guess expect Monster Hunter 5 to be someday. What do we need to get through here? We got 2 fans. Really? Alright, I can just do that. Wow. Every time I do that, how many shrines have I done that in? And I just completely forgot that it could just blow me up. I was watching one of Vinny's earlier streams of this, and there was a part where he was trying to, like, essentially he was trying to get to a higher area through a ceiling, and he was trying to build this, like, wacky... He was trying to use momentum to get up there, and it's like he could just ascend, and he completely forgot about it for, like, 10 minutes. And I'm just thinking, like, wow, that's, very relatable. Okay. Has he broken stuff yet? Whoa, 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 no. Sorta. He's definitely done some stuff. I'm only up to part 6, I think. I just finished... Yeah, I just finished part 6. He's up to, like, part 13 of the stream of it. I'm watching them very slowly because, when I first came back, you know, I had, like, a whole month of videos to catch up on from FWA. That took 2 weeks for me to finish catching up on those. And I was like, I'm not going to watch the Tears of the Kingdom streams because there's no way I'm going to be able to keep up with them. But I'm halfway through now. He didn't stream it a lot, like, the second or third week it was out. I guess this could work. Quite know what I'm doing here. He's done a lot of like the last two, like parts 5 and 6 of his stream are pre-records, which, to be honest, I think I might skip any more pre-records he does of that game because he really doesn't like talk a ton during it, and since there's no chat, he's not bouncing any witty things off of anyone. Not to say he's not enjoyable, like it's not enjoyable to watch that, but also like those streams he doesn't do any story stuff. Then again, who knows? That sort of worked, and then it didn't. Okay, wait a minute. Where's the platform I just pulled up? Okay, well those are back at least. Just realized something very stupid. Okay, hold on. No. I really hate when they spin while they're connecting, so then they're not on at the same angle. That seems to happen too much for a game that requires, precise connections. Speaking of Rise, there's my, Evan and Climb. They're my Rise buddies. If there's anyone that loves Monster Hunter, it's those two. Maybe someday I'll go back to Rise when I have like 10 million hours of free time. No. Oh, shit. Rewind. Ow. There we go. of the chests? Yes, I did. It was just the one. That was a decent shrine. Decent challenge. So I've done exactly 101 shrines now. There are 152 in this game, so I have 51 more to go, which means that I'm not going to get all the hearts. It's like Breath of the Wild. I don't think you get full of everything. Unless, I don't know, because the dungeons do give you another heart at the end of them. But that's still only, like, 3 more. Maybe there's another one afterwards. I'm suspecting there is. But, I don't know. We'll have to see. Okay. So I've done the shrine here. I've done the Korok. I have to go back to that cave and bring Rock Roast back. Do I have to bring more than one or just that one? He won't... Brings more of the... It says more of the, so... I mean, I had a Little Debbie's zebra cake the other day, and I completely forgot how sickly sweet they are. Little Debbie anything, to me, is just too sugary. Like, I'm not saying that it's bad, but, like... I do not like a Little Debbie brownie. I think those just taste like pure sugar. That the chocolate taste of a Little Debbie brownie is not my thing. But even Hostess... Who makes Swiss rolls? Is that Hostess or is that Little Debbie? I do enjoy a good Swiss roll. Is there a minecart here? Like zingers and orange cupcakes. Little Debbie makes Swiss rolls. Okay. Well, I stand corrected. Not everything Little Debbie makes is, unappetizing. Pigeon. Rabadodai. That rock looks extremely suspicious. I'm gonna go pick it up. Well, there was a red rupee under it. Can't say I wasn't rewarded. I try not to let rupee and diamonds lose their value to me. Like, finding them is still a big deal. Even if I did dupe a ton of the former... Sorry, a ton of the latter to get the former. I mean, ho-hos? Ho-hos are good. Those are different from Swiss rolls, though, I think. This is my theme song. It's what plays when I walk in the room. The fart trumpets. We do not eat Pokemon, sir. No, that's Ho-Oh. Not Ho-Ho. There's no minecart. Oh, wait, there's one in front of the thing. The cat just scared you, holy shit. Ugh. My neighbor's cat, sometimes when it's out in the evening, it'll, like, go up to the window of my basement while I'm doing the laundry, and I'll look up and I'll just see it there, and I'll be like, ugh! Especially one so legendary. Okay, well, we got what we need here. How many rock roasts does this jabroni want, though? Didn't know the cat was in the room. I miss having a cat. I used to have one when I was a little kid. Her name was Mauser. A photo somewhere of her sitting in the old sink of my house, like before I was born, with the model sink that we had in the bathroom, and she like fits in it so perfectly. This doesn't use a ton of battery. It's actually very cost efficient. If I were to get a pet now... Ooh, almost fell in lava. If I were to get a pet now, it would likely be a bird. But not... Again, I've mentioned this before. As much as I would love a parrot or like a cockatoo, those are... I wouldn't be able to take care of one of them. So I'm thinking pigeon. will outlive you, wouldn't it? It will outlive you, wouldn't it? We've had this conversation before when I was playing Kirby. If I got a young cockatoo or parrot, macaw, yes, there is a good chance it would outlive me. If I got a baby one, yeah, and I raised it well. Probably don't need this many, but I'm gonna clump them together and take as many as I can out for me. Oh, I can't take those. Oh no, yes I can. Why you do that though? How long do they live? A cockatoo in confinement, raised properly, has like a human lifespan. They can live like average of 80 years. Like the oldest cockatoo is over 100. It's not common, but they can live that long. So if I got like a baby cockatoo now, there is a very real chance it would outlive me. Assuming that I took great care of it and it just had a naturally healthy life ahead of it. This isn't going to be able to fit in the minecart. We talked about this. I talked about this with No URL Please during the Kirby stream. That is long, yeah. And then I looked up the longest existing animal, and it's the I forget what turtle it is. It's the one that lives it lives on the island, but it's 200 years old. Don't remember the convo? Yeah, we did, because then I brought up how you know, I need to eat healthier because I might end up getting like GERD because of all the spicy shit I eat. I remember exactly when that happened too. It happened during the it happened when I was playing extra mode during the beach level. Yeah, that was part of the same conversation. Okay, that's every marbled rock roast in this cave. Did I miss this? Yeah, there's like rocks over here I just never beat up. There wasn't a blood moon, so they shouldn't respawn. Anime meat. Yeah, that's one of the plushies I always look for when I go to conventions. I really want like an anime meat where it's like the full meat on the bone. But I couldn't find that. But at FWA, I did find a like leg bone, like a piece of leg meat with the bone sticking out of it in like that same style, and I ended up buying it, and it's very cute. I like it. In Japan, back in the day, I don't remember when and where what this promotion was for, but they actually made like the anime meat bone as like a buyable thing, and what it was that the meat was like interlaced with cheese, so it would have that like cartoon stretching effect when you bit into it. Oh, hey, speaking of blood moons. Hey, that's... Yeah, I brought you every rock roast in there. No, that's a marbled rock roast. Hey, you. That marbled rock roast, would you trade it for this? Wait, hold on a second. I have no use for a roast in that state. I only work with raw organic foods. If you're gonna bother helping me, then bring me a proper marbled rock roast. What? This is no good either? There. I detached one. That was not worth it. Now that's a marbled rock roast. Thanks, I owe ya. Hey, chef, this makes a square. So as long as I got marbled rock roast, I've got no complaints. That sounds cool. It is. It sounds delicious. Like you bite into it. It's like layered meat with cheese in between, so you bite into it and it stretches. Phew, you helped me out of a bind there. You see, I'm a meat man. That's a great term. When I heard this place served a roast to die for, I came running. Little did I know the meat here is actually rocks. This isn't meat or a rock, but it's the rarest thing I own. Take it with my thanks. Yeah, I'm not gonna turn that down. Oh, before you go, have you heard about the rumored beast? That creature's really out there. I'm gonna find out if it's edible. When you love meat, it's just what you do. I figure I'll hit the stables and ask around for leads. By the way, we're not strangers anymore, buddy. If you see me out there in the wilds, give me a shout. Till then, take care. Oh, the rest of the meat's all gone. I mean, he's not wrong, no. Shush. Give me more cravings for the jalapeno cheddar sausage I had on Friday. Oh my god, that sounds so good. That sounds so good. I hate that we don't have a working oven or microwave in our house now. In addition to our front door not working properly. And our freezer can't make ice anymore. Oh, man. Blood Moons seriously feel more common than Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I think they've lowered the timer / threshold for activating it. Because there's probably so much more the game has to keep track of. Because it has to keep track of, it has to keep track of the walls you've broken, too. Because that does not reset. So I think the more walls you break, the more, memory is being altered. Rock roast ain't for sale. Pesky little Hylian. Tasting food is part of a chef's grand work, you know. So until I'm done tasting this here marbled rock roast. Joint's closed. That includes everything on the Hylian menu. Either it's on hamstrung to be a split release with the Wii U's power. Wait, what? Yeah, I guess. I mean, the thing is, the Switch and the Wii U aren't that much different in terms of raw power. The only thing the Switch really had going for it is that it was mobile. Granted, it does have more higher specs than the Wii U does. But for the most part, they are essentially the same console, just different different hardware design. It's a shame, but it looks like marbled rock roast isn't on the menu anymore. Took a detour for my travels and came all this way to try it, but there's nothing to be done about it now. Oh, my apologies for the delayed introduction. My name's Gomo. I've traveled the world, sampling every rock under the sun. Suppose that's why I'm known as Gormo the Goromond. I must ask, have you any flint to spare? Especially inside some flint is a rare and especially delectable ripened flint. If I could have any ripened flint you find, I'd pay you 1,000 rupees per piece. Ripened flint looks like normal flint, and you won't know one way or another until it's ripened. If it's ripened until you try eating it. Cash in on ripened flint. What? Oh yes, there can be no doubt. That delicate earthy aroma. You have some, don't you? No telling whether or not it's ripened until I eat it. How much will you provide me with? Got room for 100? Ripened flint is incredibly rare. You may have 100 flint pieces and not one yields the elusive ripened variety. You have 20 more pieces of flint. Please let me have them. How many pieces of flint do I actually have? Because I do kind of need some. 217. Okay, we can give him 100. Here's 100. Yeah, it's the mushroom boy from Super Mario RPG. The polite way to enjoy it is to roll it silently beneath the tongue, allowing it to dissolve. Oh me, oh my. What have we here? It's ripened flint. Sharp edges that bite at the tongue, a gravelly mouthfeel. Again, that word. That's the second time this game uses the word mouthfeel, and that but particulate that sticks between the teeth. Maybe no doubt this is indeed authentic ripened flint. Here are your 1,000 rupees as promised. I look forward to a stupendous relationship with you. Probably should have just given him 20. I guess it just ups the odds of getting one. Alas, it's only normal flint. Ripened flint isn't, yeah. I shall spare no expense. Wow, so you just lose 20. Do one more. See if we get another 1,000 rupees out of it. But I'm gonna stop after that. I definitely don't want to lose all my flint here. No. He could totally lie to you now that I think about it, yeah. Well, we finished here. Maw of Death Mountain. I could head that way. Oh, I've already been this way. This is where that other quest was, the Naked People quest. Alright, we'll head up to Goron City, and then we'll start this quest proper. Here. Bedrock Bistro, Goron City. This looks like hardened lava. Well, the rock roast is mine. Mine, all mine. Nobody gets a single bite. You want some of your own, head up for Goron City. It's up this path. Another one of you? Where do you want to go? They always face in the direction that they're in. Up there. Actually, now that I think about it, I should have enough Korok seeds for another weapon slot. I could probably just carry him up there, because there's enough... Like, can I get him on top of this rock, maybe? And then have him stay there? Like, if I put him right there, yeah. If they don't usually put tools around to get up there, then you should just be able to get him up there normally. Oh, but I can't lift him high enough to get anywhere significant here. Like the horizontal distance of Ultra Hand is very good, but like the vertical distance is not as good as Breath of the Wild. I think it's like it doesn't go as far. Oh, there are Zonite things here. Okay. Again, 4:30 in the morning and the sun's already risen. That's so weird to me. What? You expect things to just kind of work in this game, but sometimes they just don't, and that's really weird. Sometimes they're just a dud. It did! Best voice acting in any Metal Gear game ever. It did! Hello? Oh, am I too far? The battery can't activate. I think that's what it is. It is what tit is. Maybe. Yeah, I know. I know where your friend is. Why do you think I've strapped a rocket to your back? For fun? Get out of here. Take my arrows back. That's gotta be close enough, right? Nope. This is kind of ass. Alright. I had a weird thought. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can just, lift him up as close as he gets. Drop him back down. Also gonna take my arrows back. Then we'll just recall the rocket. Get Ultra Hand prepped. No, it doesn't go far enough. Damn it. This one's a pain. Else I could use around here, because like no matter what quick thing I think of using, it's not gonna work. Whenever I have an idea, it's never good enough. See, because if I put this here, then the whole thing's just gonna tilt forward, which I don't want. Let's pull out my own Zonai things here. I have a stabilizer. We could maybe see if that works. It almost worked. Actually, you know what? It worked, because I got him up to the top, so... Again, I didn't really want to use one of my own Zonai items, but I never use them anyway, so... The most I've used them for is to explore the depths. I pull out the air bike. And now we just... come up here. And there we go. Bigger pain in the ass than it needed to be. That's why you get 2 C's for doing that. They got to die together. It's all good. They won't miss each other. What's the noise? The fuck? What? Oh, what did that? Is there... Bomb. What? What's shooting those at? Oh. Bitch. I know the spot from the videos. I'm marking that enemy. These enemies are very special in this game because they can, in Breath of the Wild, the Rock Octoroks, if they suck up one of your weapons, they would remove the rust from it. In this, they will actually upgrade the weapons. And it's needed. I need to do that for a certain glitch later. In fact, let's try this, actually. Well, it didn't change the ability, but it gave it attack up +3, so it's more powerful now. So now this is not my most powerful bow because it does extra damage. To do the duplication glitch now, what you need to do is get a ×3 bow and get it with the ability quad shot or quint shot or whatever it's called, or 5x shot, and then you shoot 5 arrows at once. Makes the whole process way easier. Here, lizards. Oh, fireproof lizards, come out and play. Huh? Oh, I didn't see you there. Got fireproof lizards on the brain. So, do you need something? Kind of busy. Wish I had fireproof gear like you do, buddy, but it's out of my price range. If you're wondering, I'm out here catching fireproof lizards so I could brew an elixir or 2. Figure they burrow their burrows inside the cave, so I want to get in there to work. Problem is, the cave is absolutely sweltering, and a highland like me wouldn't last long in there. Even so, if you're after fireproof lizards, please do me a favor, and go catch elsewhere. These lizards are always on high alert and are really sensitive to footsteps, so the less feet there are, the better. Anyway, these Rock Octoroks only clean 1 weapon per existence. So, I have to wait for a blood moon before this one will clean anything again. So I just go ahead and myrtleize it. Fireproof lizards, okay. Bloopy. Oh, fuck. Oh, the cave is right there. Gronby River Cave. Y'all gonna fight me? Nah. Shit. You see me like slip under the lava there? Like. Oh, well, there's my answer. Okay. I mean, if you guys really just want to stand there. I fucking hate this. Oh, right. boiling hot in here. That was my own fault. I thought the enemies did that to me. That was so incredibly dumb of me. I was like, wait, what? They hit me? No. Okay, good, I'm right here. And the enemies are no longer chasing me. Hold on a second. Wait. Listen very closely here. Hold on, I'm gonna up the volume a lot. That lava noise... I'm pretty sure that's the exact same lava noise from Ocarina. Like the lava flow sound that you'd hear in the Fire Temple. That's a cool little throwback. Oh, I just saw that image of Link on the tree stumps. You can yeah, the cave theme, the fire cave theme, and this and Breath of the Wild, the Death Mountain theme, are the final dungeons from Zelda 1. What? Rewind? No, I don't want that. Get over here. Okay, this is stupid. Don't think it's Ocarina of Time lava sounds, but I love the Zelda 1 music. It sounds very similar, like the boop boop, like the low, like rumble. There we go. Why was that so hard? Why did I do that again? Okay, at least I was standing on solid ground, so I'm fine. Acting like I don't see that over there. I don't think it's possible to get rupees from that bloopy that spawns after you defeat a bubble frog. I've hit it with a weapon, it doesn't drop anything. Just rewatched the 1989 cartoon, they never used that theme. To be honest, I've never watched a lot of the old Zelda cartoon. Did they use game music often in it? I mean, not that there was a ton of music in the original Zelda to go off of. There was the overworld theme, the dungeon theme, and then the game over screen theme and the title screen. Either a shield or an ore. Oh, no, it's a stone. Oh, okay, they actually gave me a weapon. And that's a Goron weapon. Regular rock hammer. I have 2 Zonite weapons that I've just never attached to anything. I don't know why. I'll drop that one. They use the main theme and the dungeon theme often. It's actually pretty good music. Is there any way... Oh, yeah, no, you could just ride it straight into there. Is there anything up there, though? I have to... My curiosity's gonna get the better of me here. I'm sorry. I have to know. And the answer is no. Nothing. Let go. That part in the background right there, that little ding 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 ding, that sounds like the Viper Manor theme from Chrono Cross. That's a game I have that I've mentioned that a few times. I have the English Asian version of the game, like the physical copy of it on Switch. If I stream it at some point, it's definitely gonna be that version. Okay, there's a chest up there. Oh, wait a minute, I know what I gotta do. If I ever do stream Chrono Cross, it'll be that version, which I've heard has gotten improvements and is no longer, like, bad. It's funny, because I own, again, I'm retreading old territory here, but I own a bunch of, the, like, Asia English physical releases of Square games, because they don't release a ton of them physically in America anymore. Fire Breath Lizzleblade. Oh, man, more good shit. Alright, get rid of the Forest Dweller Sword. I never put anything temporary on my weapons anyway. That's gonna catch on fire. Cool. I have, Trials of Mana. Not Trials of Mana. Trials of Mana was physically released here. I have, Legend of Mana, the remaster. Clothing. I have, Chrono Cross. And it should be here either tomorrow, Friday, or Saturday. The physical edition of the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters. I will have that soon, and it's better than the American release because it actually has art on the inside of the cover. Used in ancient rituals, I said. This item is made of heat-absorbing cloth that produces flame in high-temperature environments. Hot weather attack up. That's a different buff from attack up, so you can do that and attack up at the same time. What now? Okay. Visitor from afar. Should your thirst for treasure remain unslacked, read on. I discovered the Tunic of Awakening in a strange land and have hid it away. Solve my riddle to make it your own. Awakening. So this must be, that must be the Link's Awakening outfit. On the Tabantha frontier, where Rain, Piper, and Tenegar meet, ruined pillars stand together. So Misko must not be an old person if he knows Rain, Piper, and Tanager. Oh, wait a minute, no. Piper, that's not the same Piper as in the band. That's P-Y-P-E-R. Okay, what? Ruined pillars stand together. One of these mighty pillars opens the way to my treasure. Solve my riddle, find my treasure, and earn my respect. Great Bandit Misko. Treasure of Awakening 1. Interesting that this one specifically is a side quest. If you've seen the full costume for the Link's Awakening costume in this game, it's the headpiece is rather funny. Oh, this put me right under an enemy base. Cool. Okay, we're almost at the city. Over here, it's important. Hey! We gotta let you in on something. There's some untrustworthy fellas rolling around the city right now. So if you're loaded up on ore, you should probably sell it before you're scammed out of it. We're good Gorons. We'll take it off your hands for a great price. How about 3 rupees for all your ore? Whatever ore you got. Come on, show us all the goods.
Huh?
Hey, what are you doing? Uh-oh. Heal. Let's get out of here. Beige and heal. Almost got duped there, huh? Now that Death Mountain's eruptions have stopped and the lava's cooled, I've been seeing more Hylian travelers. Which is great, except those two have been swindling travelers by offering their ore for next to nothing. After the marbled rock roast started surfacing, everyone around here has been acting strange. So be mindful of any Gorons who've got marbled rock roast. Who are you? My name's Ramella. I'm a jeweler from Gerudo Town in the southwest of Hyrule. That ore that Unobo Co. deals in is high quality, so I can always come here to replenish my stock. If you're open to it, I'll gladly buy your ore off of you for my shop.
Huh?
Wow, rude. I'd never rip you off. Well, I guess you did almost get ripped off, so your response is warranted. I'm not going to force you if you decide you'd like to sell it. I'm not going to force you. If you decide you'd like to sell it, then let me know. Right now I'm low on amber. If you sell me a parcel of 10 pieces of amber, I'll buy them for a little more than you could sell them for at other shops. Alright then, I'm off to Goron City to get more gems. Take care. Since you're speaking to me, I assume you have ore to sell me. 10 pieces of ore for 200 rupees. Yeah, sure. Sarkso. Oh, sorry. Sarkso is another expression where I'm from. It means thank you. Kids these days shorten it to Sark. That was very helpful. I'll buy ore from you anytime. Though keep in mind that I'm often looking for different ore at different times. So check in with me every so often to see what I'm looking for. So if she wants diamonds, she will buy the diamonds for, I think, it's like 10 for like 5,500. So it's worth like 500 more. Essentially, you're selling them for what 11 are worth instead of 10. Topazes, I'll buy 10 for you for 1,000 rupees. I probably shouldn't be selling that. Should probably only be doing diamonds. Where are my precious ores? Yeah, I have a lot of topaz, but amber, luminous stone, and diamonds are like the main ones that I should be selling. Rubies, no. Okay, looks like she doesn't change unless you actually do the sale with her. Then she'll change. Otherwise, I think it's every day. Alright, back at Goron City. Not the first time we've been here. This is the clothing shop. I think we already... Wait, no, this isn't the clothing shop. They're playing tic-tac-toe? It's a complicated game for a Goron. Kabeta. My two brothers and I have started working at Unobo Co., which has really taken off. Unobo Co. is a big company that's single-handedly taking on mining in Eldon. President Unobo, who heads up the company, is all about making Goron smile. Excuse me. He wants to make the travelers visiting Goron City smile, too. So the three of us have important work to do. I'm going to do all I can to make President Unobo proud. Today, President Unobo is treating everyone to this new stuff called Marble Rock Roast. But it's kind of weird around here lately. He hasn't been himself since he started wearing that strange mask. Some of the others are acting funny, too. President Unobo is being mighty generous, treating us all to a fancy meal. Oh, that's all there was here. So it's greedy hypno meat, I think, is the logical connection we can think of here. Wow, that's a resilient pot. But I broke it anyway. I'm sure I've said this before, but I love the walking sounds in this game. They're so nice and impactful. Everything reacts properly to your, like, all the material works properly. Show me what you've claimed. Form lights a blessing of 4 sages' wills. I've actually never gotten that message before. You know, Macaw HQ, do not stray from the path, both literally and figuratively.
Oh.
Hey, fella, what do you think of strolling into this war zone? You must have seen the Beware of Gorons Going Wild for Primo Red Rocks headline in the paper, right? I even read the article. You're lying through your teeth. If you really read the article, you wouldn't be here in the first place. Goron scams are rampant these days, so Goron City-bound travelers should exercise caution. How do I know that quote off the top of my head? Because I wrote it, bud. I'm Doma, the famous reporter.
Oh.
That's yesterday's news. Time is money, and I ain't rich enough to spend it talking to some random stranger. Gotta head back to the Trail of the Great Mystery. It's something so secret that nobody's figured it out.
Oh.
Hey, now that's the part where you're supposed to ask the Great Mystery. The Great Mystery? Ah, jeez. I hate to let this slip, but since you want to know so badly, I guess I can let you in on it. We all know that Gorons lived underground way back when, but the particulars are still a total mystery. A great one, even. All we know is the place's name, Gorondia. And you're lucky to even get that. Ask most Gorons and they'll tell you they don't know a thing. But I'm gonna let that stop me? No, because I'm an awesome reporter. I can get to the bottom of this great mystery and turn it into an even greater book. Doma's Guide to the Unknown is gonna fly off the shelves. Time to start practicing my signature. My book, Doma's Guide to the Unknown. First part's a deep dive in the lost city of Gorondia. Leave no stone unturned. Hearing a Zelda character say, oh, my book's gonna fly off the shelves is really weird. It sounds like a very modernized phrase, even though I guess it really isn't. He said he'd make minecart land. Django is a liar. I don't know you. Django told me I shouldn't peek talk to people I don't know. I don't really know you. Django eats marbled rock roast all the time and won't make minecart land. That's why I talk to a stranger. Only heals up, I will take a drink. I can't imagine treading water in a hot spring is refreshing. Flailing around in hot water is not really a good idea. Especially when it's it's 99. It's 99 degrees. It's not that terrible. I went into the hot tub at FWA with my friends. Ooh, that was nice and relaxing. But man, you get tired of that very quickly. Those things are definitely more of a long-term investment if you like soaking. You gotta be kidding me. Give me a break. His name is Rohan? Amazing. That Hylian blondie had me making the weirdest stuff. Said it was a simple mask, but it looked so funny to me. She had to make it with an odd material. At the time, my apprentice Fugo kept saying he wanted to be a smithy like me. What the f... Wait a minute. That's not intentional, is it? Wish you could tweak the temperatures to be Celsius if you wanted. I mean, if I play it in Japanese, it would be Celsius. I ain't no Fahrenheit, so I'm fine with that. Now all he talks about is marbled rock roast. He won't so much as show his face around here anymore. Nabbin, it was finally time for me to pass along the secret of our trade. How to make the boulder breaker. Well, I'm assuming it's 3 diamonds and a cobble crusher. Customer? Sorry, bub. I'm a smithy, not a shopkeeper. My focus is on the boulder breaker right now. The art of crafting such a beaut has been passed down throughout the ages. Only a chosen few can make it, and it's a historical weapon, and making it is an absolute honor. Here I thought I'd be teaching my apprentice Fugo to make it. But the fool's obsessed with that marble rock roast stuff. It's all he cares about anymore. Told him to shove off right in the middle of work. I'm done with him. So I'm assuming it's the same as making this the falcon bow. If I give him a cobble crusher, and 3 pieces of diamond, he'll make me the Daruk's weapon. Just like the same thing, yeah, same thing for the Great Eagle bow. It's a swallow bow plus 3 pieces of diamond. But I think you have to finish the storyline in the area to unlock that quest. Same as the light scale trident, and also the scimitar. Is it lightning scimitar? I actually don't know what the scimitar is called. Urbosa's weapon. I know Hyrule Warriors was mostly just, like, you know, standard hack and slash Warriors type gameplay, but man, the individual characters in that game were so fun. More so the past champions than the modern champions. The modern champions, it was really just Teba. That was really good. Riju was not super fun to play. She was interesting. She was a quirky character, but I didn't really like using her all that much. It's a lot of luminous rock over there. Some merchant here sells diamonds for 1K. Yeah, Oh, they sell diamonds to you. Well, there's also that woman out front who buys diamonds for $550 each instead of 500. So if you sell her 10, you get 55,000 or 5,500. Oh, hey, wasn't expecting to run into another Hylian here. Traveling around these parts isn't exactly easy, what with the Gorods acting all weird and whatnot. I swear, you can't hardly carry on a conversation with them anymore. Ugh. Can't believe I went to so much trouble to travel to Goron City and find Simmerstone Springs. Don't tell me you never heard of it. What? Really? I mean, if I'm being honest, I guess I don't really know much about that place either. I just know that there's a secret hot spring somewhere called Simmerstone Springs near Goron City. But, well, I guess that's what makes it a secret hot spring. Only those in the know about it, you know? What I think I'm going to try doing is talk to some hot spring buffs at the not-so-secret hot springs. See if they know where it is. I suppose Goron Hot Springs is a good place to start. Maybe I'll look it up on a map later. So what happened there was I had a little snot in my nose, and instead of getting rid of it, I just didn't breathe through my nose that entire time. And I was like, you know what? That's a character voice. Sure, why not? You would think that this game, now having cave systems, they would have made Goron City a lot more interconnected with caves. See, that was me clearing my nose. Try to mute myself too late. Oh, wait, I've gone around in a circle. Oh, right, there's the entrance right there. I'm sick of trying to get customers to go inside. Not nearly enough for fireproof gear. Hot enough for fire. No one's gonna buy it now. Until a couple years ago, Deathbout was super active and erupting. It's the reason Goron City was so hot and flowed with lava. A little Hylian like you would have been cooked to a crisp. So we always sold fireproof gear for folks such as yourself, but now the only place is hot enough for it are caves. Our sales have hit rock bottom. Look, they restocked it. Yeah, we've already talked to this guy before. We talked to him last stream. Oh, it's all smoky because of that darn marble rock roast. Maybe I wouldn't have minded so much if I could enjoy it, but these teeth of mine can't handle the crunch. The dungeon here is making you feel dumber by the minute. Oh boy, can't wait till I have to figure things out. The end's over here. Don't see many strangers around here. Gotta tell you, if marbled rock roast is popular among the kids, well, so be it. But they're losing their heads over it, tricking travelers into forking over their rupees and dropping work for more of them rocks. Corn City used to be such a nice place. We elders can't eat the marbled rock roast, so we're stuck watching things fall apart. Excuse my jabbering, so you staying here? Regular better cost you 20. If you want to throw in a Goron massage, that'll run you 50. New to the order Goron massage, are you? That's okay. First time for everything, as they say. Goron-style massage is done at the top of a rock-hard bed. Pressure is applied to your body to squeeze all the tension out. That's right. Doesn't hurt one bit. Mostly. I tell you, I even doze off sometimes. Afterwards, you'll sleep like a rock and feel great when you wake up. You'll be all limber and full of energy. I'm tempted to buy it just to, because there's probably going to be, like, bed massage. Got it. How long you want to rest for? Please take it easy till morning. There we go. Link's voice sounded very weird there. I knew that would happen. I knew there was going to be like a special sound effect for that. Good morning. Hope the massage was nice. Best of luck out there. Now, why does his voice change? Looking from dusk to dawn. Can't I catch a break? Bluto can't eat marbled rock roast, so he's taking his aggression out on me by making me work all the time. Honestly, it's better just use it up. Alright, I was in here before. Yeah, I'll buy the Goron spice, please. Thank you. Fire fruit. I have more than 100, but I'm gonna buy them anyway. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna buy everything with the rock salt. The rock salt's super common. Sell them for high, buy them for low. It's Bluto's fault profits are so low. Why are you still here? Oh, this guy sells, This is the guy that sells gems, I guess. Customer, huh? Zaffers are old news, you know? It's all about marbled rock roast, which I'm busy eating, as you could see. Shop's closed. Typical Hylian disrupting the peace. You're all the same. I don't have time for the likes of you, so get on out of here. Does he have a bulge? A little Goron bulge going on down there. Rubies. No. I guess she only resets under the same conditions that shops reset. Unless I take the deal. That's gotta be it. Buying off for dirt cheap and then turn them around selling it at a high price. Them's my bros, so smart. Rubies and marbled rock roast. That's all anyone should need. Shoot, we almost had him. We could have squeezed him for every measly rupee he had. We'll squeeze the next one who rolls along. We got better things to do at the moment. These are the two guys at the entrance, and that's their bro, Kabeta. That's the one who wrote about working for Yunobo Co. Now they're all being evil and hypno-eyed. There's the diamond seller. Oh, those are spiky. Oh, guess you can't tell it's worth your rupees. Even if diamonds are priced at half normal, the only rock worth anything is marbled rock roast. Can't sell you junk. What? The Unoboko's mineral market just outside the gate. Still selling flint. What a joke. Everyone knows marbled rock roast is where it's at. Anything other than that is junk. President Unobo asked me to start up a new ruby shop, but now's no time for work. All I've got time for is this incredible marbled rock roast. Great, not you too, after all my warnings about the marbled rock roast. So everyone's acting funny, cuz the marbled rock roast that President Unobo is mining.
Hey.
What are you mumbling about over here? Here comes Babyface.
You all talking about marbled rock roast, are ya? Huh.
Unobo co-president. Well, that was kind of expected.
There's nothing to worry about, in my opinion. Now stop flapping your rock chompers and get over here, Goro! Huh? What could you want?
Whoa, why is he being so aggressive?
Yo!
Well, if it ain't Link, you're so tiny, I barely even noticed you. Kind of just like how he says Goro, yeah. Well, I mean, they've done that on occasion. It's weird, though, because it's not a constant verbal quirk. It's just something that happens every once in a while. I think it's meant to be... It's meant to emphasize a point, I think. It's not like a Moogle saying Kupo at the end of every sentence. I think it's meant more as like an actual expression. Nobo, what's the big idea talking like that to our esteemed guest? Bluto, or should I say boss, you really don't know your place, do ya? Slargo, tell me, who runs Goron City these days? Unobo Co.
Hey.
And Offrak, who's in charge of Unobo Co? You are President Unobo. Hear that, Bluto? You're not needed around here anymore. Think I'm just gonna sit here and...
Yo!
So, Link, what's your business in Goron City, huh?
Huh?
Princess Zelda, huh? And you're wondering about any strange goings-on? Princess Zelda, I heard she's gone missing, but you're telling me she's still missing? I mean, it's hard to miss those lovely blonde locks of hers, after all. Locks? Does that mean hair? Oh, the lady with the hair like that. She's the same one President Unobo talks to about marbled rock roast. I'm beginning to think that between all the weird sightings of Zelda in this game, like, there's ones that always end up being misunderstandings, but there seem to be ones that she's genuinely, like, acting antagonistically in. So I'm wondering if maybe there's a fake Zelda. And we've seen a fake Zelda in this game already in one of the flashbacks. Pipe down, you two. You'll keep your trap shut if you know what's good for you. As you can see, Goron City is a picture of peace, and we can't help with Princess Zelda. So you'd better shove off. Gotta go get more marbled rock roast. Can't afford to keep her waiting. Oh, I swear, if you bring any more of that stuff, I'll... Ooh. My aching back. That was actually my neck. Hold on. That was my neck. Stodgy old guy, sticking your nose into things when you've got your spine to worry about. Slargo, Offrak, time to head back to Unobo Co. HQ. Does anyone actually say HQ, or do they always just abbreviate headquarters? Like, do they always say headquarters? This guy, what the hell? Well, he's one of he was the guy that helped me in the previous game. He was one of the descendants of the champ, yeah. A young Goron who once saved his home with Link. After helping Goron City, he turned his attention to mining ore made accessible within Death Mountain. When Death Mountain stopped erupting, he formed Unobo Co. from a group of admirers in order to bring continued prosperity to his people. He was once a kind and compassionate young Goron. Yeah, he and Teba were the two champions, were two of the four that modern-day champions from the previous game, and the other two were Sidon and Riju. I know, but like, geez, I didn't believe it at first. Yeah. Climb on top of the rock roast. guy. Used to be just a kid following around crying, boss this and boss that. It's all business as usual around here. Then he created Yunobo Co., a group of Gorons who work the mines. Once they started digging up that marbled rock roast, Yunobo Co. and all the youngsters changed. You heard me, changed, all due to that strange marbled rock roast Yunobo dug up. Now all the youngsters just sit around eating it instead of working. Why, some of them are even running scams trying to get more marbled rock roast. There's no way he could see what a mess we're in, but he keeps playing dumb. One for my darn spine, I'd march right up to Yunobo Co.'s HQ and give Yunobo a piece of my mind. But HQ's a pain in the neck location, you see. For starters, I'd have to go to the northern mining site. In this condition, I can't even ride a cart. What to do? Poor guy. I don't care much for garden stuff. Unless it's marbled rock roast. So everyone here is on the rag. Wait, no, that's not the right expression. On the rag is when someone's having their period. Oh, I just got why it's called that. Oh, okay. That's kind of gross. It's actually really gross and demeaning. Yeah, drugs. Trying to kick my butt. Why? I didn't mean it. So you look like the Link fella. You haven't seen him around, have you? President Yunobo told me not to let him near Yunobo Co. HQ. There's a cart up ahead that goes straight to HQ, but there's no way I'm telling you that. Wait, what? You just told me that. Getting on the wagon... Okay, on the wagon or off the wagon, I don't know which one is the right phrase. When someone... That's alcohol addiction. If someone gets... I think it's if you get off the wagon. This is literally a Seinfeld bit. They have this exact argument in Seinfeld, and they never actually give you the answer. Nah, I'm curious. I need to look this up, like, immediately. Being on the wagon means the current person is currently abstaining from drinking or taking drugs. Okay. So the wagon is a good thing. You want to be on the wagon. If you fall off the wagon, that means you relapsed. They're all far off the wagon right now. They're off the minecart. Also, I'm pretty sure that big skull over there in the ground over here, this was all lava previously. I think it's all just cooled that. Oh, excuse me. That was gross. Ooh, that was my dinner. A weird haze in the minecart area, but nothing looks off other than that. Oh, and a weird haze on Death Mountain, but nothing off other than that. You know, Macaw HQ is probably fine. Yeah, it's probably fine. It's all fine. It's fine. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. Yeah, it's fine. Get it together already. I wanted to move the cart. It won't be happening with the safety officer so preoccupied. Heard this stuff called marble rock roast? Yes, only 1,000,000 times. Everyone's been too busy to care about work. Haven't touched it, so I'm doing fine. Something that's been made very clear to me about this game is it's very wordy. There are so many NPCs that pretty much say the exact same stuff over and over. Like from other NPCs. Because they have to assume that you're approaching this from any direction. So they make every NPC wordy. And tell you the same stuff over and over again. Hey, you want to work with Yunobo Co. too? If you are, want to head to Yunobo Co. HQ over there. They'll give you an interview. Gotta tell you though, buddy, you might want to bag the whole thing. Everything was dandy until the upheaval, but now Yunobo Co. Well, it's President Yunobo himself, really. He's gone and made a real mess of things with that marbled rock roast. Minecarts. Well, this minecart goes directly to the HQ, so that's the one we want to take. It won't budge. Pretty sure someone said you get to the end of the tracks if you get in this minecart, but how do you make it move? Bet the ancient city of Garandia is over there. Hey, who are you, guy? Me? I'm not doing nothing. Well, if you're wondering, Garandia is a legendary place where Gorons of old used to live. There's an amazing treasure stored there, too. They had even more advanced technology than we do now. And I heard they used it to ride in strange vehicles. I want to use this minecart to search for the treasure, but I can't get it to budge. And you better not tell anyone my secret, alright? Try it out now. When did you fix it? How'd you know I wanted it fixed? Doesn't matter, I'm saved. Okay, here I go. Rondia, here I come. Wait, are we going to, D-Beard? I want to go to that end of the minecart track. Garandia's gotta be over there. I can feel it. Alright, I forgot I had this. I was like, what the hell? You can only ever use one ring of stamina for it. That's so cool. I don't think it does a lot of damage, though. I think that's kind of the trade-off with it. Oh, the fan is... The fan is stuck. There we go. Sweet earth power, yeah. I can see Unoboko HQ. That must mean I made it to the other end of the track. Why'd the minecart suddenly stop moving? We weren't at the end of the track, actually. That it could have gone farther. So we made it down the track, so all I gotta do now is look for Garandia. Oh, hey, how come you're still how come you're still guy? Oh, hey, guy, how come you're still here? That was a close one. He almost overheard that I'm looking for Garandia. Oh, you probably want a reward, right? Better than nothing. I'm gonna find a treasure that's worth so much more than that. I'm gonna be rich. Once I'm rich, I'll hire you, guy. The ancient city of Garandia. Note to our Hylian workers, when entering a sizzling hot cave, remember to prepare your soft, flammable skin against the heat. If you run out of your company-provided supply of fireproof elixir, make your own with lizards and monster parts. For maximum bath time relaxation, be sure to soak up to at least your shoulders. Should you find yourself injured while on the job, please report to Yunobo Co. HQ immediately. Don't you mean Grandia? The only thing I know of Grandia is when Egoraptor brings it up in that one Sequelitis episode where they show an enemy, he shows an enemy hitting a monster and it only does like 2 damage. No, it's a monster hitting a character. I don't know why that stands out to me. Just the way he says Grandia. I like to emphasize it. I've seen Desert play it, and oh my god, it's good. Really? Oh, man, I can't have more than stream on my thing here. It's too much. Reward! Curiosity pays off in this game. Oh, that's interesting. It's a different... Oh, no, the opening's right there. I get flame breaker armor here, too. Oh, I don't believe we've met before. Are you a new worker here? Please tell me who you are. Have one of the good RPG games, that's for sure. Nice. That's right. Ah, good. You have no idea how badly you were needed. We have a dire staffing shortage at the moment. All the young Gorons are so obsessed with marbled rock roast that they can't be bothered to swing a pickaxe. Hope President Yunobo will address the issue somehow, but in the meantime, we need all the workers we could get. I think President Yunobo is at Yunobo Co. HQ storage, making a deal for the more marbled rock roast. Buy for me. So 370 of those, okay. Didn't I tell Offrock and Sligo to go around and guard Yunobo's co-storage? I wonder how they're doing. Entrepreneur genius. He started as a small mining business. Then out of nowhere, he struck it rich. Yunobo's since become the world's leading name in mineral mining, both with Gorons and Hylians on its payroll. All began with one hardworking Goron. Talk about inspirational. I'll admit Yunobo's been acting a little off since the marbled rock roast first appeared. Can't argue he's Goron City. It's the most popular edible rock the company sells. All the young Gorons are going nuts for it. Problem is, marbled rock roast can only be found in really, and I mean really tough bedrock. President Yo was the only one who can mine through such tough stone, so our supply of the stuff is pretty scarce. Can he still use Daruk's protection? Like, on his own? Okay, that leads that side. Oh, look! A new recipe. Rice, carrot, Goron spice. Didn't I need Goron spice for a quest? I gotta look that up. After the eruption at Death Mountain stopped, the lava stopped flowing all over Eldon. Then it got colder. The sudden shift in climate has made folks real sick. Feel sick. And whoever isn't sick is upset by how different everything is around here. This rate, Goron City will fall apart. Wonder if there's anything I could do. Lava's cooled and hardened, which means we can reach areas we weren't able to before. Eldon is covered in rock now, and there's ore galore. There's only one thing to do now. Dig and dig until there's no more digging to be done. We'll dig up every bit of ore and get the city back to booming. I was busy digging in the caves and mining ore, and before I knew it, everyone was helping out. Slargo and Offrock were the most ambitious of the group. I thought I was the only one who cared enough to get the city back to booming, but I was wrong. Figured it's a good time to offer job security to everyone by starting up a company. Calling it Yunobo Co. Slurgo and Offrock came up with the name. It's still pretty chilly around these days, but most of us have gotten used to it. With the temperatures cooler, now anyone can visit Goron City without using fireproof gear. Going to build a new road so more travelers, to make it more welcoming to travelers. More travelers passing through, we can offer up the ore mined by Yunobo Co. for a special price. Something called the Upheaval happened, and Hyrule Castle's floating in the air. Princess Zelda and Link have gone missing, and Purah sent out search parties. I'd like to go lend a hand, but lately there's been a strange red haze coming from Death Mountain. Before I leave, I'll go see what's going on and make sure everyone in the city and my workers at Yunobo Co. are safe. And that's where it ends. And there's the ladder out. Going a mile a minute. Hey, it's you again. The one who knows President Yunobo. He's talking about marbled rock roast with the blonde lady right now. No one's allowed to come in. I don't really like that lady. But it's definitely the marbled rock roast's fault that everyone's been acting funny. Yeah. President Yunobo said he got that weird mask from that lady, too. It's always said so nice, but as soon as he started wearing it, he got real mean. Hey, you're friends with President Yunobo, aren't you? You know how he created Yunobo Co. for mining? It's supposed to be helpful for people who needed ore and stuff. But now it's just making things weird around here. If we let you pass, will you convince President Yunobo to make Yunobo Co. stop mining marbled rock roast? I'm kind of busy. I'll see what I can do. Slargo, did you hear that? Sure did. Maybe he'll get President Yunobo to be himself again. Go right on in. You got it. Fire-resistant equipment. This cave is normally too hot for Hylians, but since you've got the gear, you're set. President Yunobo started acting strange as soon as he put on the weird mask he got from the blonde lady. He's so unlike himself now. Everything about him is different. Pretty much everyone started being weird after the blonde lady came here. Time to get to the bottom of this. Literally. It is Zelda. Cut it out already, President Yunobo. I want you to take off that weird mask so you go back to the President Yunobo we know and love. Oh, boys. Huh? Yeah, this is very much a fake Zelda. I'm pretty sure Ganondorf is doing this somehow. Princess Zelda's right. Marbled rock roast is good. It makes everyone happy. Oh god, I'm gonna have to fight him now. Yep, clearly not himself, Yunobo. Whoa. Whoa. You see how much health I took off with one hit? Nice title name. Oh, I can't hurt him. I gotta wait for him to tire himself out. Hitting the mask, that's why, yeah. Tried blocking, that didn't work. There we go. But didn't do much. I haven't lost any health. Lights just go out. What happened? Huh? Slayer got off rack. I don't understand. Everything's a blur ever since I put on the mask from Princess Zelda. I need to talk to her. Maybe she could tell me what the story is. Hey, where is she anyway? Huh? Ah, Princess Zelda! Huh? Excuse me. Yeah, there's got to be a fake Zelda here. We got a doppelganger situation going on. Is everyone all right? Nobody's injured. Huh? What's that? Thought I heard something. Huh? Well, it doesn't matter right now. Princess Zelda's just outside the cave.
What?
That blonde lady was Princess Zelda? Huh? Yes, and I need to ask her about the mask and the marbled rock roast. We gotta hurry and go talk to her. Oh. The only way to break those red rocks is with my charge attack. But I can't really see where I'm going when I charge. Link be my eyes and guide me, Goro. Noah's Aura's charge can be aimed at any direction for a fiery rolling attack. Why does he have this power now? What happened to Daruk's protection?
Goro! Charge! I can do it!
Ooh. This can just be used to break walls. It's pretty useful.
Here I go! Let's go! I can do it! Charge!
Just want to see. There's no...
Goro!
Yeah, that's actually rock wall. Fire, fire, fire.
I can do it! Charge!
That did the trick. Come on, boys, let's go after Princess Zelda. Does this not count as a cave? There's no bubble frog in here?
Huh?
Princess Zelda! I'm not seeing her. Hmm?
Oh.
What's that red haze sprouting from Death Mountain, Goro? You don't remember President Yunobo? You told us the red haze is dangerous and that we shouldn't go near it. Showed up at the same time Hyrule Castle started floating and the upheaval happened. The ground was super rumbly and you were worried Death Mountain might erupt again, so you went to check it out. Yeah, and when you came back from the mountain, you were wearing that mask.
Huh?
I remember now, Goro. I saw Princess Zelda at Death Mountain's crater. She talked to me and gave me that mask to wear. So does that mean Princess Zelda lives inside Death Mountain? Well, she's definitely not there. Maybe if we go up there, we'll find her.
Oh.
Slargo, Offrak, I'm going to go look for Princess Zelda. Can't be having you two along, but I'll sort it out. I'll ask her how to get everyone back to normal. So wait back home for me, alright? Everything's gonna be A-okay.
Yep.
Link, please come with me to Death Mountain to look for the princess. Yunobo of Goron City. If you go to Death Mountain where Princess Zelda and Yunobo last met, you may be able to find the lead. Parts sure are useful.
Here I go!
What? No. I want to just talk to you. Like, I can. It's giving me an option for a split second. Or is it just popping up the other menu? I think that might be it, actually. Well, Death Mountain's passage would be right there, and then we gotta go around. That being said, as much as I would like to continue this story, I'm kind of running out of time here. I have at most like 40 minutes. I guess that's, you know, that's more than enough time. I should focus on it. We've barely made a dent in this game. That being said, there is a shrine, like, literally right there, so... You'll have to excuse me, Yunobo. We Zelda golf now. He just, like, falls out of nowhere. Oh, enemies. Oh, I'd get away from that. Yeah, that wasn't the smartest thing to do. What the? Okay, dude. I hope you wanted to do that. Is there maybe a cave in this area? Reminders for Hylian workers. Red substance that spouts from the cracks in the ground is called gloom. Avoid it at all costs. Get away from it. Resting in the fresh air is recommended. You a traveler? Lured here by the aroma of my cooking, I suppose. Camp belongs to the Camp Torrent squad of the Monster Control Crew. They're executing a major strike as we speak. Recommend you clear the area before things get hectic. That cave serves as the monster's bases up the hill and down the road, but even here we might be in danger. Captain Torrent is on the way there to clear those monsters out. As a squad's chief, I stayed behind. I may not swing as chef, excuse me. I was like, Chief, why are you staying behind? My ladle prepares meals worthy of this elite team. If all your nose here, you must be hungry. Take this, it's one of my personal specialties. 1 heart. There's a Captain Torn squatter's skill, but they get hungry quickly. I'm worried that their hunger may distract them, allowing a monster to catch them unawares. Wish they had someone to aid them should their appetites waylay them. It's one of the monster control quests. Did I do a second one of those on stream? Because I know I did one. I know I did the one at Fort Titano, but I can't remember if I did that one on stream or not. I may not have. Blackened crab. Thanks for the clip. What is going on here? You know about can you come down here? Like, can I just get you to come down here? Thank you. Okay, he couldn't do anything to it. So there's a cave somewhere that goes underground, and that's what the shrine is. Though, that being said, there is a shrine up there. So I guess I don't really need this, the heat armor right now. The same temperature as the hot spring. Also, it's wild to me that Link does not start taking heat damage until it exceeds 100. It's like, man, doing this in 99-degree weather is still not pleasant. You wouldn't be having a good time. Well, that's farther up than I thought it would be. Minecarts and marble rocos. Can't stop them, won't stop them. Now that I think about it, I haven't seen Moda around lately. Should have been working at that mining site, but hasn't even been showing up. Not even for lunches. Guess it's no surprise he's missing. He's probably eating tons of that marbled rock roast. Probably wandered off while munching. Yeah, you're really setting a good example there. Death Mountain West site. I dig all day and every day if marbled rock roast is the reward. No matter how much I dig, I keep finding stuff I don't understand. None of it tastes good. Trying to cleanse the old palate with more of the marbled rock roast. He's been eating the Zonai stuff. Can't you see I'm busy here? My mouth and me are kinda occupied. You want to use the minecart, knock yourself out. But this minecart only goes to the summit of Death Mountain, you know? Oh, perfect. Then I went the right way. I don't have to make a detour. Did you go to Death Mountain? Oh, sorry, I mistook you for someone else. Just earlier, a blonde-haired Hylian like you headed off towards Death Mountain. Now that I think about that, a Hylian was a woman. Inobo.
Here I go! Charge!
Oh boy. That. I like how it has a bone in it. Like, this is a rock. Why is there a bone in it? That being said, you'll probably get up there much quicker. As long as Yunobo can teleport to me, it shouldn't be a problem. First we ascend, and then boom! Didn't send me up nearly high enough. Thought that would give me a little more lift there. I like that. That did you hear that? Like that all like worked out rhythmically. They have that extra stamina wheel. I sure do mock Link a lot for making noises that probably anyone would make if they were constantly grabbing and climbing things. Ooh, no. That looked... Nah, I guess it isn't thin enough to stand on. Really need to find the rest of the gear. Climbing gear. What? No. Like you could stand there. Sit some shrine. I'll sit some, sure. Hey, Yunobo. Thanks for showing up. Only done one shrine tonight. A controlling device. Oh god, more lava. Alright. Okay, so we got some monster trucks here. Why do we need more than one? That's what I'm wondering. Controlling device means I'm probably going to be using a lot of the terminals. Control terminals. That looks like a hole at the end. Oh, what do you know? No. Okay, sure, go in the back, I don't care. Let's egress from this area. No, 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 no. I had the wrong ability out. There we go. I'm kind of not a huge fan of the fact that the abilities have different, like, targeting systems. But I guess it's also done as a range thing, so... kind of makes sense. Hello? Open? Right. This game also has a bit of a camera thing, where, like, you can't... I don't think you could open stuff that's not visibly on screen. Okay, drop the mighty bow. We don't need that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was... yeah, that did nothing. There's no point to that. That was the only chest in here, though. God, I'm suddenly in the mood for curry. Like, good curry again. Exam is on Monday. You are... Hey, at least it'll be over. Once it's over, it's over. Okay, so there's more monster trucks here for some reason. I guess if you want to go back. And there's a flying device. With the control... there's no control port on these. But these are glued, so they can be removed. So there we go. Let's take that one and put it on here. Beautiful. Need at least a C to pass. It's not too bad. 70%. Wow, this is a big open spot. You don't usually see this in this game, in dungeon, in shrines. You would think they would hide another chest here, but I guess not. Smooth landing. Did I lose all my temp hearts? How did that happen? I know I had them when I was still fighting Yunobo. Oh no, they're there. They just weren't there in that scene. Okay. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's about to get hot. What the? Why can't I? Oh, let me warp. Warp star. I don't know what context it was, but I was reading Kirby anime stuff the other day. Reminders for Hylian workers. Red stuff. Yeah, no, we know all this. Oh, look, there's another shrine down there. Though I've already marked it. Yeah, it's that one. In fact, let me go ahead and delete that fetus right there. Not a fetus, it's a stamp. Where's the people that were gonna do the work here? Hold up. Why am I doing that? That's so pointless. You know what? Fuck it. Keep it anyway. Wait, what? Wow, I was really thrown off by that smoke. Or not. Wait, no. I'm right back here. Huh. Maybe seeing it from down below, I saw this smoke over here, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I don't know. It's really weird. Horse God's Request, Simmerstone Springs, Beast Coast Treasure Awakening, Whirly Swirly things. Yeah, whatever. Alright, well, we're already up here. Might as well, finish the job.
Oh.
Link over there. I probably skipped cutscenes by going the short way, like I did. It's this way.
I think it was near here. When I came up the mountain, I saw her. The princess was standing right here, Goro. And then she gave me this fancy mask to wear around. After that, oh, jeez. It's no use. I can't remember anything that happened after that.
Am I okay? Yeah. My throat's just a little scratchy. It's probably, I mean, I can't deny that it's probably from the air, but I also talk a lot, so.
Princess! Princess Zelda! We need to talk to you! It's dangerous.
Air quality is currently 217. So we're down almost 100 from where it was earlier today. Still extremely unhealthy though. Whoa, what the fuck? Rising from the Death Mountain crater, Moragia. Whoa, that thing broke out of the crater like it was nothing. Is that marbled rock? Is it alive? And there's 3 of those things. Hang on, no, those are heads. Drink the agua. Here I am. It's so big. How could something that large appear out of nowhere like that? Never seen anything like this on Death Mountain, Goro. We'll take out that thing. Who knows what will happen to Princess Zelda? But I can't exactly charge at it from down here. Any ideas, Link? Oh, we're actually fighting this thing, aren't we? In order to fall off the Zelda, you must defeat the monster.
Oh boy, it's real big.
It's like the guy who said, Siri, remind me to feed the baby, and it made a reminder to defeat the baby. Instead. Oh, it's burning. Okay. find it funny that there's only one level of flame guard. It's just either you're guarding from it or you're not. Also, I think I'm permanent. Oh no, it's because I'm standing on flames. Okay. I probably shouldn't actually be stepping on that. Gotta be a way up there. What? Yo. Oh god, there's gloom there. Famous mountains of Hyrule #1, Death Mountain Summit. Are there 99 more of those? Still can't throw them from here. Whoa. Nope, even equipping all 3 parts of this isn't going to help me. Oh, and that damage is fast, too. Okay. We need to figure out something else. Hitting it does nothing. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I mean, it looks overwhelming. It looks that way, but there's clearly an intended way to solve this. Oh, it just okay.
If we can't hit it higher up, we're gonna be in trouble.
He just automatically attaches and goes into shoot mode. That's interesting. The game made no effort to tell me that was going to happen, but that's cool. Okay, good. It's 1 hit per head.
It's attacking. Be careful.
There we go. That was pretty cool. Definitely, it didn't overstay its welcome, too. That was like the perfect length for that type of mini boss. Goron is a real big shot. Bad joke. I thought it was okay. I think this is like the perfect time to stop this, too, because I just opened the thing. We did it? We did it! What was that thing, anyway? What they should do with Boron, not gonna lie. Little Princess Zelda walked off somewhere around here.
Huh?
You don't suppose she fell into that hole, do you? That would be awful. Come on, Link, let's hurry down there. Oh, he's not hesitating. He's going right into the void.
Yeah.
Princess Zelda, don't you worry, we're coming! Well. Yeah, sure, why not? There goes the big chicken nugget, yeah. I mean, I've already been down here. I've already fully mapped out the depths outside of the two corners. I think I know exactly where we're going to, because there's a big structure over somewhere. Goron butt in that statue. In fact, I didn't even need to jump down the hole. I could have just warped to the light route. I just did that for dramatic effect. And now I get to break all these. It's this way. Wow, who knew it would look like this inside Death Mountain? Now that I look closer, I see a whole lot of those red rocks.
Huh?
Why would Princess Zelda be down here with all the marbled rock roast? Huh? Yeah, there we go. It's over there.
Come to me.
Huh?
I'm hearing things again, but I mean, you heard that too, right, Link? Because I definitely heard someone speaking just now.
Oh.
Let's see, I think it was coming from that away. Maybe this has to do with Zelda.
Yep.
Got a heaping pile of questions for her, so let's hurry to where she is.
I can do it!
He charges faster than, Tulin.
Here I go! Let's go!
This ability is going to be super useful when I unlock it normally. Yeah, especially given how quickly it charges. I'll never run out. I'll never have to worry about, like, hammers and shit when I'm going through caves. Kind of glad I didn't find this stuff right away.
Here I go! Charge!
So marbled rock roast does come out of that. I wonder if there's any point to that. Also, is the implication that's like glue-filled meat? And it's just making people evil? Like, I don't quite get it.
Goro! I can do it! Charge! Goro!
Thank you for the assist. That is a Zonite machine that I've already used. Just grab some dead spirits real quick. You know what? Since I'm already over here, might as well. Calm down, Shaman King. Good. Getting a bunch of steering sticks. I should get more fans, because the two fans in the steering stick are like my go-to. What am I running really low on? Carts and stakes, which I don't really see myself needing a ton of stakes. Not a big fan of the fact that he just kind of rolls up when I'm doing that. There's a like over there. I want to get in that thing's biz right now. I'm assuming this isn't actually the dungeon or the temple coming up. We've probably got a lead up to the temple, because I feel like we have not done a whole lot here compared to Tulin, where we had to climb that whole area. Oh, good. There's like 8 enemies there. Perfect. I just send him off on his way. I mean, honestly, even using the Master Sword unfused is pretty damn good. If it's because again, if it's glowing, that's 60 damage. It just has less durability. Iron box hammer. Noises are so satisfying. Oh, I picked up a broadsword. I don't really need it. But I'll hold on to it. Maybe there's something fun I could fuse it to. That was some nice echo right there. Shit. Yeah, they're all the 2 abilities in this game so far, they're kind of hair triggery.
Here I go.
Maybe not go after those guys. I mean, this is the clear path we're supposed to take here.
I can do it. Here I go.
Ooh, that doesn't do a ton of damage, huh? How am I supposed to get rid of this? Oh, wait, I can use a hammer, probably. They die weird because I'm freezing them when I'm hitting with them with that. Also, yes, that hammer, that's a gloom hammer, so I am taking gloom damage occasionally with it. Ooh. Treasure.
Yup.
Here I go!
Oh, okay.
Goro, charge! I can do it! Goro, charge! I can do it!
That building still isn't pretty close. Maybe that is okay. This must be the approach to the dungeon. Just feels different. It feels like shorter, just because I don't know.
Goro, charge!
We just have to drive over there, but I could also just run over there. Yeah, I don't think they intend for you to have the Master Sword at this point in the game. Like, again, open world and all, but definitely trivializes things a bit.
I can do it!
And of course I can't go in there and get that. Look, those two pose? No, I'll get them. I mean, there's literally a chest right here, so...
Here I go!
Beautiful. Beautiful. Give it up, baby.
Goro! I can do it!
Go.
Here I go! Charge!
I feel like there's a big rock over here. I feel like there's something in that one.
Goro!
Yep.
Yup.
5 arrows. Not bad. Arrows are always appreciated in this game, so... Oh, no, not that one. Jesus. Oh yeah, we're here. Fire Temple. Lost Garandia rediscovered. What a perfect stopping point. I guess climbing Death Mountain was like, you know, was part of that approach.
Huh?
As opposed to, you know, the Rito thing where it didn't really start until I rescued Tulin's bow. Is this where I heard the voice coming from? Let's like crack it open and we get our save point here, or warp point. So I can leave and do other stuff off stream. What is this place? And why is something like this inside Death Mountain? Huh?
Huh?
Ah, it's Princess Zelda!
Ah.
Please wait, Goro. I gotta talk to you. Wouldn't Link be, like, acting the same way here?
Huh?
What the? Where did she go?
I can do it! Charge!
Huh?
There's something up ahead, Goro. This way.
Oh.
Link, over there. Over where?
Huh? It's Zelda, Goro!
Okay. Giant butt. Giant rock butt.
Huh?
Not good, not good. Princess Zelda's stuck inside there. Gotta hurry and help her.
Huh?
But how do we get in there, Goro? We activate this thing, which will give me a warp point. Perfect. And look, same thing, 5 locks. Gotta break all 5 of them open. Yeah, unfortunately that aspect of the dungeons is still kind of cookie cutter from Breath of the Wild. It's just like a complete 5 objectives in the dungeon to open it. Did you see that? The gate, it moved a little just now, Goro. Hear that? There it is again.
Young little rock. The gate you must pass through is firmly locked with 5 padlocks.
I can have 5 tacos from Taco Bell.
You
I could
have
go
the
for 5
power.
tacos from Taco Bell right now.
Do so. Then the gate should open.
Boop.
Heed my words.
5 floors.
Huh?
No denying, I heard it loud and clear this time. But who could it be? And what do they mean by young little rock? They did tell us how to open the gate, so they can't be all bad, right? So all we gotta do is unlock the 5 locks, and then we get in there. Blah, blah, blah. Cool. Well, this has been fun. I'm going to save it here. And we will call it a night. So we'll do, Yunobo. I'm gonna probably leave here and do stuff off stream, so I'll probably get my hearts back that I've temporarily lost. Mixed feelings on this dungeon, just cleared it. Alright, cool. It's gonna be a little bit before I play this again. The next stream I do is going to be Katamari. That'll either be tomorrow or Friday. There is a chance that I might not stream tomorrow, just like I didn't stream yesterday. If I stream tomorrow, then there is a chance I will not stream Friday. And it's very likely I will take one of those 2 days off if I can this weekend, again, I really want to, but I didn't get to last weekend, I will do another long Fuga 2 stream, and we'll try to plow through like another third of that game. And then, you know, next stream after that will be Zelda. If by some reason, if by some chance I do stream tomorrow and Friday, I'll probably do Katamari tomorrow and then Zelda Friday. But again, I'll have to see. I'm going to see which one of those, because one of those 2 days I'm probably not streaming. And it might be tomorrow. But, you know, it's up in the air right now. But, you know, as always, thank you so much for coming. I always appreciate it. You know I do. I love you all. You have a great evening. I will see you tomorrow or Friday. We'll do some Katamari, and then hopefully some Fuga, and then more Zelda. And we'll see what happens between now and then. Take care. If you want to watch more streams, wow, I almost forgot to do that. Wow. If you want to watch more streams, check out twitch.tv/team/wildabandon. Plenty of people streaming there right now. You have a great evening, and I will see you around. Good night.